We haven't started yet. I'm on with Eric RPG. This is Frank. We got a packed show today. We got some news. What else is going on here, Eric? Let's see. Might have some Dear Breakman stuff. I've got some reviews. We're all gonna review Godzilla vs Kong in depth today. Um, did you already do that Gears 5 review, Eric, or
Yeah,
nah?
I need to change that.
Okay, no worries. I got a review.
I'm gonna
So,
do audio reviews for Bravely Second, Let's Go Like a Dragon.
no worries.
So
That's
I
good.
didn't get around to it today.
No, that's cool. No problem. Just put them on the feed whenever, Eric. No
Mhm.
problemo. Um, I'm gonna have a review of Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. I beat that.
I need to put down what I have been playing this week, though. So
Yeah, that's cool. Nosferatu, the old movie. I'm gonna be doing a retro review today. And like I said, we're all going to be doing an in-depth review of Godzilla vs. Kong. We'll do that in tandem. It will be spoilerific, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I've already given my rating for the movie last week, but we will do an in-depth review this week. We'll give people a little bit of a chance to watch it. Um, got a sad stinko for you guys this week. You rap fans might want to stick around for that. Sweetos, of course. And then we're doing round 2 of the greatest gaming icons of all time. So that should be really interesting. Hopefully you guys will stick around for that. If you're listening on archives, thank you for listening. MXT's in chat. What's up, MXT? Nice to see you in chat. Let us know if you can hear us. I think MXT is the only one in chat right now. Doing a little pre-show banter, MXT. How was your week, man? Let's see. Why did Twitch just show me an ad for Tampax? So I can give you a few guesses why, MXT. You might be on your period. That's probably why. Let's see. I'm just taking a quick look. I didn't have a chance to look at the news, Eric. Not a ton of news today, which is nice for a change. I gotta get these videos ready.
I like it in Pokemon games. You'll fight fishermen, and then they'll pull out Magikarp, the most useless Pokemon series.
Yeah. Let's see. Look, just because I googled period porn once is no reason to do this. All right, thanks, MXT. Hope you had a good week, my friend. That's gross, by the way. Period porn is no good. It's icky.
I thought you were talking about setting, not
Like,
actual
like,
periods.
yeah, we're doing Pride and Prejudice porn, man. That's awesome, Eric.
Victorian porn.
Yeah, old Victorian porn. We could do like a Roman one. There've been plenty of Roman parody porns. Nothing wrong with the little punctuation porn. How dare you? What is that? Like women dressing up as a
I
comma
thought
and
that.
period?
I don't know. I thought that meant angry sex or something.
No. Just like guys that like having sex with women on their period, which I find.
No, I'm talking about punctuation porn.
Oh.
Or they're just yelling.
Yeah, exactly. They're like all pissed off at each other and throw up the exclamation point at the end there. Yeah. Okay, let me just get this shit in order. If you're just joining us, the show's RP Grinders. We're going to be going over a lot of content today. Hopefully you can join us live every Friday, 7 Eastern Time. Today we will be doing round 2 of the greatest video game icons of all time.
Hey, it would be a fun idea? Porn court. Where
Porn
someone's accused of doing something during sex, and then they try to deny it or something like that.
porn court, and then it could be like what do you call it? Uh, like Apollo.
Or are you mad about, or like court about whether or not somebody cheated on someone?
Yeah. We could do. What is it? Uh, what would that entail? Would it be like what's that? Ace Attorney. Ace
Yeah.
Attorney. Yeah, we do like Ace Attorney style, interrogating people. Did you pull the Western grip on that chick? Or did she pull the Western grip on you?
And we can always yell objects and point fingers.
Yeah, objection, Your Honor. That's inappropriate. Oh boy, MXT. MXT is talking about Captain America and what happened in Winter Soldier. How dare you, MXT? How dare you sully the name that is uh, Captain America? How dare you? What the hell's wrong with this thing? Jesus Christ. No more pansy hippie Steve Rogers. How dare you?
I wouldn't think Steve Rogers would be a hippie since he was in the 20s.
Yeah. Oh, god damn it, man. There we go. That's better. Okay. Uh,
What are you looking?
I'm trying to. It won't pause this fucking video.
Mm.
There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like all of my inputs are like slow. I can't explain it. Oh well, I got that one. Okay. John Walker's a real man. How dare you? How dare you, sir? John Walker is a criminal. He's a criminal. He's a murderer. Damn it. What is this record of Lodos War? Oh, these are games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought there was a new record of Lotus War coming. I was gonna be all excited, Eric. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. John Walker's a patriot. How dare you, MXT? MXT, I can't get the audio working on movie night, man. I'm interested in doing a movie night probably once or twice a month. Using that I don't know, what was it, what to watch link that you gave me, but for some reason that audio wasn't working very great. So duck game, is that a real thing?
Yes, it's a game.
Duck game is a game?
Yeah.
How weird. Okay, I guess.
It's like kind of like a Smash clone of sorts.
Gotcha. Haven't messed with it much. I know when we watch it in Discord, we usually just play the movie and type in chat. Yeah, see, that's. But I want to be able to talk to you guys. Like, I want to have like, like a Joe Bob Briggs type style deal where I pause the movie like maybe a couple times, one or two times during the movie to give everybody a chance to go to the bathroom and talk a little bit about the movie while we watch it. Hang tight for just a second, Eric. Okay, yeah, no, I understand MXT, but the chat would be our chat, this Twitch chat. I obviously wouldn't show the movie on Twitch, but I would throw the link in there, and then people would click on that link, and it's then we would be good to go. But I all I want to do is pause the movie like once or twice, so I can be you guys' host. I can like start talking to you guys at the beginning, and I want to be able to have the ability to talk to you guys is all. Maybe what I'll do is I'll start I'll do like a riff tracks sort of type deal. I'll maybe that won't work. I'll work on an MXT, and then maybe we'll get movie night back. trying to decide on what we should watch. I should pick up where we left off, not with Power Rangers, but I should uh, do The Crow, because that's what we got interrupted when we last did it. But let's see, do a Twitch stream maybe, then play the movie via watch together. Yeah, I don't stream it. Yeah, obviously I'm not gonna Cobra Kai. No, I'm not gonna do Cobra Kai because I'm just gonna do
Yeah,
movies.
and Netflix has cracked down on password sharing, which is funny considering that their stance was softer earlier because they didn't care if people did it because they always thought that would lead to more subscribers.
Yeah,
But now they're like, we're losing studios, so we have to protect our money by cracking down.
I'm about ready to get rid of Netflix. There's not much on there but Castlevania I really want. So
Which probably doesn't come back to the full anyway.
yeah. But HBO Max pretty good. Uh, yeah, especially when since they're doing those movies, like that's pretty awesome. Um, instead of like Disney Plus charge you $30 for their movies, it's
Yeah.
like no, I don't think so. Not doing
Oh
that.
yeah. Speaking of which, Warner Brothers is reconfirming that they're going to ending the same date as theater movie releases.
Yeah. Well,
But but they could always, just make another agreement next year,
yeah, yeah.
and they're probably going to, considering that even though the vaccines are going out, people are still going to probably end up getting sick and not wanting to go to theaters.
I'm not going to the theater. I mean, I've already decided. I'm trying to get a vaccine, but to get a vaccine right now is like the hardest thing in the world to do.
I made an
Um,
appointment for my first dose
I
at
wish
Rite Aid.
like where did you make it at? Like Walmart or something, Eric?
Rite Aid.
Rite Aid. Okay, maybe I need to go to Rite Aid or something.
And I'm doing it on Wednesday, which is the first day of my suspension at work. Instead of doing straight days of suspension, they're spreading it out over 3 weeks and Wednesdays specifically. So I have 3 Wednesdays I'm not working
Wait, this is breaking news. You're getting suspended?
because of being late
Oh boy.
or taking time off of work for being sick because there's no sick days because our job can't apparently handle that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So they'd rather suspend you and not have you there for 3 days than just say fuck it. MXT says HBO Max, my new movie theater. I hate the theater, honestly.
Just if they were a big company, they'd just fire me. But they can't afford to lose the more workers than they already are lost already.
Yeah. That's
Which
kind of shitty.
I'm still blaming on poor mismanagement.
Yeah. I wish my job would suspend me. MXT. No, you don't, man. Jobs are hard to come by right now, man. I mean, it's it's getting rough. It's getting really rough, and nobody wants to pay anything. Not even fucking minimum wage. It's like companies are leeches. If you're just joining
We're
this,
doing all this work because we're paying for the expansion that they are building. They just tore down the building that used to be there.
you're just
They own that building, so that tearing it down was a problem. But
Yeah.
they weren't really doing anything with it. So
Yeah. All right, if you're just joining us, Shows RP Grinders, we have not started yet. We're waiting for Breakman. I'm Frank. I'm on with Eric. And we're just doing a little pre-show banter. If you want to join us live, if you're listening on the archives, 7 Eastern, every Friday, we go live. We were just discussing work-related issues also. I'm thinking about bringing back movie night. Got to work out some kinks on that still. Because I want to be able to talk to you guys while we watch the movie. Not all the way through the movie. Obviously, I would pause it, maybe do like one or two breaks. Just so we can use the restroom and kind of talk about the movie and stuff and stuff like that. It would be a pretty fun time. The chat would obviously be Twitch. That's where everybody goes. So.
yeah, MXT's probably saying that because his job is probably garbage. I'm not upset that I'm not going to be working on it a single day out of the week because my legs still have issues, and I'd rather not have it stressed out any more than it is.
If I was you, I'd say just give me my 3 days suspension in a row. Just get it done and over with. Kind of sucks money wise, but
Yeah, but this way, at least my checks won't be as
bad. Yeah, you
Finally
spread it.
is hit. It's only going to be like I'm getting suspended starting next week, so that Wednesday. So that's the end of the pay period, and then the next one will be the next pay period, and then there'll be a tail end of the next period by that
Yeah.
time.
Well, I would just take it as a few days off. You know, Eric. I mean, that's the best you can do. I mean, fuck. You know, what are you supposed to do? Maybe stay an hour extra. Like, you know.
I'm already working 10 hours, so it doesn't matter.
Well, that's awesome, man. You'll get your hours back. No worries. Um, shows RP grinders. Uh, that's crazy. They can suspend you for missing due to sickness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get an occurrence for not going in because there's no fucking sick time.
Yeah, occurrences are dumb. I wish companies would just get rid of that dumbass policy. Occurrences. It's not an occurrence. It's a sick day. Call it for what it is. You know, I was sick, and if I don't have any time, then that's just how it is. I got sick.
My
You know.
dad did say that they were looking into like not giving out occurrences for sick time because if people are sick, they're going to use a vacation day anyways, and they'd rather than not do that and actually use their vacation days, for vacation.
I used to work at a company.
But they haven't done that since they told me. But I'm guessing it's because it hasn't been budgeted for this year because of the expansion going on.
Yeah. Um, I used to have a company. I'm not going to mention which company. It was a big company, but they didn't do occurrences or anything. They just gave you a lot of hours, and you didn't have to explain if you were sick or nothing. They just took from those hours if you missed, if you wanted to, and that was it. And then when you ran out of those hours, if you called in, you just didn't get money. That's the way it should be. Like I never understood big companies. The smaller companies, I understand. Like you need people there. But the big companies, they're not going to die if someone calls in sick. And if they don't have sick time, then the repercussions is they don't get that money on their check. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, I don't know. Blockbuster didn't do occurrences or anything. Everywhere else I worked has done it. Yeah, I fucking hate that occurrence bullshit, man. It's so stupid. Working sucks. Really does. I wish we didn't none of us had to work and we could just
I wish I had more Patreon so I could just do it full time.
I wish we did too, man. That would be awesome. I wish we could do this show full time. Like maybe do a daily show with all of us and we all got paid, good hefty sum of money. I would even give you guys more money because I don't need as much. But unfortunately that's not the way the world works, and got to do what we got to do, but whatever. I mean, we've been doing this for so long. We've never made a penny on this show, Eric. Like, if anything, we've both
I have not as part of the show. So.
Yeah, no. We've
mainly in service to the show, but still.
Yeah. No, I understand that. That's why I always send people to your Patreon, Eric, any chance I get. But I wish all of us could do this full time and maybe do a daily show and just take a couple days off on the weekends, and that would be really, really cool. But that's just not how things work. I wish we could do that. But anyways, if you're just joining us, Shows RP Grinders, we have not started yet. We're waiting for Breakman to join. I'm Frank. I'm on with Eric. Join us live every Friday, 7 Eastern Time on twitch.tv/RP Grinders. Join the chat. It's a ton of fun. We always have tournaments, monthly tournaments to determine different varying things within the gaming world, gaming sphere. Branches out from time to time, but mostly games. We talk RPGs, JRPGs, video games in general. We have reviews. We do fun segments. At least I think they're fun. The chat's always a ton of fun, except for MXT. MXT's never any fun. We got lots to talk about today, including very sad stinko today from at least from me. Yeah. What else? We're doing our tournament to decide the greatest gaming icon of all time. Some of these matchups are titanic, Eric. I'm looking at like at the top of the bracket here, Mario versus Donkey Kong. and MXT is exiled before the show
Not Prince
even starts.
Charles, it's Prince Philip.
Yeah, it's Prince Philip, MXT. Damn it! Don't you know the Royals? Son of a bitch.
There's so many of them, though.
I know. I can't keep any
They're
of the
like
god.
Pokemon.
I don't. I can't. I can't keep any of those people straight, man. Honestly, like
Who
I
cares?
don't.
They're fucking royalty.
I agree. Who fucking cares? Damn them all, MXT says. Yeah, I agree, man. Fuck them all. I really don't give a fuck about any of those people. But there was somebody that passed away that I do care about, and I'll talk about that in my Stinkos today. But look, some of these matchups, Eric. Look, we got Ken versus Ryu, or Ryu.
It's Ryu.
I know. I think it's like some people call it Ryu, and I was always used to
Yeah,
that.
and that they're they are ignorant.
You know how like things like people like in mass like pronounce things and it kind of becomes canon, Eric. That's sort of how I feel about certain things like that.
Yeah, but they're proper nouns. They have a specific way that they're supposed to be
yeah, in
pronounced.
Japanese, but not in English. I mean, if I say Ryu or Ryu, nobody
It doesn't
cares.
matter. It's a name.
No, I understand, Eric, but people mispronounce my name all the time. I mean, it's not even close. Like I like my real name. Like when I go out and stuff, like nobody can pronounce and nobody can spell my first name, which is weird, and nobody can
It's not like your
pronounce.
name's Spanish. It's available in other languages.
No, but you're not understanding what I'm saying.
It's
Like
European.
Eric, it's not European.
Well, there's Francisco, and then there's
Yes.
Francis, and then there's
Yeah. Yeah.
they're variations of the same name.
No, I understand, Eric, but like people don't know how to spell my first name, and they can't pronounce my last name, and it's not Branches. So you know what I mean? Like they just
Yeah,
they
I'm
cannot
telling you
pronounce
though,
it.
it's all pure
So
ignorance,
I've come to the point where
which is not synonymous with idiocy.
either or is acceptable to me, Eric, because like names are just hard to pronounce in
I know
general.
that like the sign and the saying thing. It's like I've given up trying to correct people because people don't want to learn.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like it's a mindset, Eric. Like if I see a Japanese and I try and there's just something within my brain that just goes back to what I've been previously saying. I mean like I just did with
It's
Ryu.
called prejudice.
No. I'm not saying it's not out of ignorance or anything, Eric. Like I know it's
Like no, the very definition of prejudice is a collection of things that have just accumulated over time that people can't work out because it's become a personal tick of theirs.
no. That's different. Those are actions and not like saying stuff. You know what I mean, Eric? I'll try to think of a good example for you, Eric, so maybe we can bridge
I'm
this
just saying
gap a little bit.
there's a definition of prejudice that isn't related to racism.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
I never want to be accused of any definition of prejudice, Eric. Like even though everybody has prejudice, um, I try to avoid that when I can, you know. And I mean, I try to do it with names as well. I try to pronounce them right, but you know, eventually it just goes back to the same shit. I mean, I always forget. I mean, that's another thing. Like I have memory issues. You know, it's just the way it is. If you're just joining us, the show's RP Grinders. I'm on with Eric. This is Frank. We're waiting for Breakman. We're live every Friday, 7 Eastern Time on twitch.tv/RP Grinders and also on YouTube. You just got to search RP Grinders. The main chat is, I have both chats open, but the main chat is in the Twitch chat. Currently, we're, I guess, enjoying MXT's comments in chat. I don't even know how to say it. Bernie's in chat now, so that's cool. We're going to have a fun show for everybody today. Lots to talk about. I've got tons of reviews. I think Eric has maybe a review or two. We are all collectively.
No, those are all for.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Those are for. I'm gonna do audio, a bunch of
Gotcha.
audio
Gotcha.
reviews
Cool.
tomorrow.
Oh, we'll be looking for that on the feed because Eric will be doing some audio reviews on the RP Grinders feed, which will be awesome. You guys should check them out. He does very thorough reviews, mostly no spoilers. um, Lots to talk about on the show today. I've got review of Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. That's an interesting game I'll be talking about. Um, I'll also be reviewing an old ass movie called Nosferatu, basically Dracula. You guys are going to want to stick around. It's a silent film. I think this is a first for RP Grinders. I don't think I've ever done a silent film review. So I'll be doing that. And then collectively, we will all be reviewing Godzilla vs. Kong. That should be awesome times. I gave my score last week. I didn't tell you guys anything about the movie. No spoilers. This will be a spoiler-ridden review. Um, and we will talk about it. Lots to talk about with that movie. I mean, it's just a big dumb battle, but we'll get to it. So much good, and we will talk when we get to our reviews. Our Stinkos are going to be interesting this week. Very sad passing, and no, I'm not talking about one of the royals. I think it was Prince Philip that died or something. That's not going to discuss that.
I'm actually not surprised because he was looking pretty zombie.
Well, he was 99 years old, man. Jeez. I mean, he lived his life and then some, man. All of us can only hope to live that long, or maybe hope not to live that long. Jeez. If I look like...
you end up looking like him.
Yeah, if I end up looking like him, Eric, just go ahead and take a shotgun to my face, man, and just pull the trigger. What else? We also have our tournament for the greatest gaming icon of all time, round two.
Just go to a country that lets you do that, because otherwise you'll be arrested for murder.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because euthanasia is not a thing, apparently.
Yeah. We've got some wicked matchups in our tournament, Eric. Like Ken versus Ryu, and Pac-Man versus Ms. Pac-Man. So this is going to be a fun week for this tourney. And we will eventually decide the greatest gaming icon of all time by the end of the month. It's going to be a ton of fun. Just waiting on Breakman if you're joining us. So yeah, should be a ton of fun. Just waiting on Breakman and we'll get the show started. Let's see if Break is in chat. MXT isn't paying attention.
Plug in my 3DS.
What?
I need to plug in my 3DS before it loses a charge.
Yeah, plug in your 3DS, man. We're gonna have a heck of a show for you guys today. It's gonna be fun. We have look at this, 2 females going at it in the tournament. Bella Goth versus Samus. I'm pretty sure I know who's gonna win that, but we'll wait till the show proper to discuss whether or not Bella Goth can pull a huge upset over Samus Aran. Freak 5 is in chat. What's up, Freak 5? We have not started yet. We will be starting here shortly. We're just waiting on Breakman to join the fray. And we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff today. We got our tournament, our greatest gaming icon tournament. It's round 2. We're down to 32 from 64. We've got some great matchups like Mario versus Donkey Kong, Sub-Zero versus Scorpion's going to be a scorcher of a match. Kratos versus Link, Pac-Man versus Ms. Pac-Man. So those are some of the matchups we got for you all today. What else we got? Some somber stinkos, at least from my end today. Decent sweetos. We're going to have reviews. We are all collectively going to be reviewing Godzilla vs. Kong with spoilers, so we will give you spoiler warnings before we get into that. I'm going to be reviewing Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, and also an old movie, silent movie, Nosferatu, which is basically a take on Bram Stoker's Dracula. I'll be talking about that. I think that's a first, the first silent movie ever reviewed on RP Grinders. So you guys are going to want to stick around for that.
You watched the original Nosferatu or just a remake?
No, I watched the original. The original Nosferatu. Obviously,
That should be public domain, shouldn't it?
it is public domain, but they restored it. They have a version on Shudder that I watched.
Mm.
They restored it with the original music, the original frames, picture frames, etc. So I'll be reviewing that. I mean, it's a silent movie, for fuck's sake.
I
I
need
mean,
to get myself a new pair of glasses.
yeah, you do, man. We got plenty of news to talk about, including all the Record of Lotus War games coming. What else? Pac-Man 99. So we got some stuff. First vampire movie, Freak Five says. Yes, I will be reviewing it. It's an interesting movie. I'm a big fan of Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula. I think that's one of the greatest vampire movies of all time. But obviously, there's parallels there, and that's where that movie kind of took a lot of inspiration. Obviously, the novel itself. But we'll be talking about it. Freak Five. It's interesting. I'll get to it. Um, what else is going on? Let's see. Oh yeah, our big review of Godzilla versus Kong. We'll warn you for spoilers if you have not seen it yet. I'm gonna be the first to say, go see it. It's it's a heck of a movie. But we'll be talking about that. I'll be reviewing Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. I finally beat that game this week, so that's an interesting game in itself. I think Eric, you did a review of that a long time ago.
No, I did not.
You didn't? Somebody didn't? Somebody do? No, maybe not.
No.
I thought you did for sure. I thought you
It
had
might
played.
it might have been Jeff.
It could have been. It could have been for sure. Freak Five says I watched it. Good. Freak Five. We're gonna be talking about Godzilla versus Kong in depth. So plenty of spoilers galore. Um, we're gonna have some somber stinkos this week. At least I am. Sweetos, of course, and then our gaming icon tournament, greatest gaming icon of all time. Who's your favorite gaming icon of all time? Let us know at RP Grinders on Twitter. It'd be interesting to see, who people think should should be the greatest gaming icon of all time.
But yeah, that's something I want to add to my stinkos. Just remembered.
Go right ahead. We're waiting for break, man. So no worries. If you're listening on the archives on YouTube or Twitch, we're live every Friday 7 Eastern time. The chat is always lively and fun. So make sure you join. Larry Laffer, Freak Five. I thought about putting him in the tournament. I just didn't have room. I guess I could have replaced one or two of the weakest ones. But whatever. I mean, it's not like Larry Laffer would have went past a round or two. So, just the way that it is. We're gonna have tons of fun today, though. We're just waiting on break, man. He's in chat. I see him in chat. I don't know what's going on here. Bernie's in chat. Looks like MXT's there. Freak is there. Break is there. Obviously, Eric's there.
Larry Laffer is a shitty character. Shitty video game series.
He's kind of a shitty. I mean, he is a gaming icon. There's no question about that, Eric. But kind of a shitty.
I mean,
character
you could
in
make
general.
the argument that he's supposed to be shitty, but that doesn't excuse all the horrible shit that goes on in his games anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I find some of it kind of humorous, but in this day and age, I hate that saying, this day and age, but in this day and age, it's it's very obsolete for sure.
It makes me wonder how they made the newest Larry game.
I don't know. I heard it was tame compared to the other ones, but who am I? I didn't play all of them. I played a couple, but don't even remember most of it, to be honest with you. But geez, I'm looking at my physical game collection. I need to just buy. I just need to buy digital from here on out. No more
So,
physical.
if it's as tame as they say it is, though, I wonder if that's just. Well, I wonder what makes it have a difference between it and something like Johnny Bravo.
Yeah. Newest game was pretty tame. Freak Five says, "Yeah, I heard that." Freak Five. I mean, they kind of. I don't know. They're in a rock and a hard place with that particular
Yeah,
franchise.
how do we make the game funny but without relying on the sexist and misogynist
Yeah,
and
and that's
transphobic shit that we've done in the past?
yeah, that's not gonna happen with because that's that whole series pretty much. I mean, but lots to talk about today. We're just waiting on Breakman to jump on in here, and then we'll get the show started. Uh, you know what? Let me check Twitter. Maybe he sent me a message. I don't know. Let's see if he sent anything here. Does not look.
I know there is a way, but I think most people don't know how to do that
What?
because they're too reliant on all their old tricks and they can't figure out how to do new ones.
Yeah, I think there's something to that, Eric. I mean, if you look at Hollywood, like, it's like they don't do anything new. It's like the same properties remade over and over. And I know that there's not very many more stories to tell, but you can get a little creative. I mean, Ari Aster's a great director, and he's made an imprint. What's his name? Uh, Peele. Jordan Peele is. Who knew that he was going to be like a force in the horror business. I mean, that's just the way things go. I mean, if you're just joining, we're waiting on Breakman to join. I think he might be having some
I want to
computer
watch that
issues.
Melissa McCarthy movie. It's apparently a Netflix exclusive.
It looks okay. That superhero.
Called like, I think it's called like Thunderfire or something.
They sent me a little dealio on it. Let me go to my email. Yeah, they sent me something on it. It was a superhero movie apparently with the woman from Ma, which I thought is an underrated movie. I don't know if you've ever seen Ma, Eric, but I did a review.
I did. I reviewed it on the show.
Yeah, yeah, and I reviewed it as well. It's a good movie. Better than average. I mean, obviously flawed and stuff, but
That's actually on HBO Max.
yeah, it is. It is. I'm trying to see because they sent me something. Netflix sent. Let me just go to Netflix. Fuck. I don't know why it didn't do that. Let's see. Let's see.
I wonder if they had planned on making that movie a theatrical release, and then after everything that happened, they're like, no, let's just give it to Netflix.
It's called Thunder Force, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thunder Force.
Which is a game with the same name. It has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, yeah. Damn, an hour and 47 minutes. That seems kind of long for a movie like that, but maybe it'll be good. It's Melissa McCarthy.
It's better than a superhero-length movie.
Yeah, and I can't remember what. She's a really good actress. She's like an Academy Award nominated actress, but she was in the movie Ma, and a movie called Hidden Figures, which I really like a lot. I don't know. I think you reviewed that movie as well, Eric, if I remember correctly. That's a fantastic movie too. I watched that based on your review, Eric, and
I need to see Detroit.
I have not seen Detroit, and I really want to see Detroit. But I saw Hidden Figures, and I was thoroughly impressed by that movie. That's a great movie. If you're just joining us, we have not started yet. Just waiting on Break to join. No worries, Break. Let's get Break on in here. Here we go. Let's see if we can get Break. Just waiting on break here. Shows RP Grinders. If you're listening on archives, join the chat every Friday, 7-ish, I guess. No, 7 Eastern Time. We're live on twitch.tv/RP Grinders or search RP Grinders on YouTube. The chat is usually in Twitch, though, so that's where you're going to want to join. Tonight's dinner's from Jimmy John's, Freak5 says. Freaky Fast, Freak5.
I like Jimmy John's, but there's none around here, just like there are no Jersey Mike's.
I like Jimmy John's. I've never tried Jersey Mike.
I've had Firehouse, so they're okay.
Yeah, see, that's another one I've never had. Calling, break, I'm calling. Let's see. Break, do we have you? Break man, I see you there.
The proceeds go to some
Charity.
foundation that helps firefighters.
Yeah, portion. Hey, Break, do we have you?
Yes.
Ah, there we go. Wow. Okay, finally, there we go. We haven't started Break, so we're
Okay.
waiting on you. We knew you were here, so. All right. How was your week, Break?
Yeah, it was long and arduous.
Ugh, one of those, huh?
Yeah,
Well, why don't we get into the long and arduous process of doing the show?
I guess.
He's like, I guess.
Sore.
Sore? What are you? I mean, is Mrs. Breakman doing some different stuff with you in the bedroom, or what's going on here?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
The Louisiana
You're still
pretzel.
feeling the after effects of that accident, I bet, right?
Well, I
Break?
did had physical therapy this week, so I was getting, bent and
Yeah,
a lot
your
of stuff
ass
to do.
kicked, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, man. I've been through all that, man. It sucks. All right, Break is pregnant. MXTs. Freak5 asked a question that I am forbidden to ask on the show. So, yeah, just saying.
Huh?
I'm forbidden to say his question on the air, Breakman. So
Really? That's
yeah,
interesting.
it's that bad. I don't know.
I
if you
think
see
it has something to do with like the shiny thing.
What, Eric? What is wrong with you, man? I'm trying to avoid the question here. Okay, you ready, Break?
Oh no, I was just checking Twitter real quick. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Right.
Are you ready, Eric? Or yeah.
Yeah.
Eric? All right.
Retweet that. I gotta start loading my links. Good time.
Do you need a second, Break? I can wait a
You
second.
can go and start. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Mrs. Breakman was using her new strap-on. I'm pretty sure, Freak5. I'm just saying. You know. All right. Here we go.
No, I'm keep begging her.
I keep begging her.
What happened? What are we talking about?
Oh man, this is gonna be an all-time show. I can tell already. Let's do it. And welcome, everybody, to episode 637 of RP Grinders. I'm your host, Frank Branches, alongside my trusty cohorts, Eric the Great, Breakman the Bold. Gentlemen, we're here. How are you?
Glad the week's over.
I'm glad the week's
No-
over, too,
No
man.
shit. Fuck this week.
Oh,
move on.
man. Both of you guys had rough weeks, I take it, man. Sounds
My
like
job, it's hot at my job because there's no AC and it got hot pretty much like most of the week.
Ugh. Why do they not have AC at your work, Eric? That's weird.
Well, they do in the offices.
Oh, of course. I mean, you know.
But I think more than not having AC, like the place isn't ventilated well enough,
Yeah. Hey,
so the
Breakman.
hot air can't escape as easily.
Yeah. Hey, Breakman. Freak5 says the title for tonight's show should be The Adventures of Pegged Man.
Yeah, I read that. I wasn't commenting. So,
You're like, fuck this.
At least once expansions finally build, maybe some of that hot air will go over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe that will be air conditioned and will flow into the other parts of the planet.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the news. RPG news. All right, Eric, you're up.
From RPG sites, we've got a date for the world EO: The World Ends With You, which is the sequel to The World Ends With You.
And it's a cross-platform with Matrix.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
That'd be pretty
It's
awesome.
only-
yeah, why can't those worlds mingle?
Anyways, comes out on July 27th, PS4 and Switch, with an Epic Store exclusive PC version, because of course, with I guess the Steam version coming later and the following year.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool. I mean, if you guys remember, it was a pretty good game, The World Ends With You. I believe that was on the DS originally, right, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, shame.
Pile of shame because I never completed it.
Yeah. I mean, I played a little bit of it.
Mine. I own it and I've never played it.
I played it.
I think I sold the original game. I have the Switch version though.
Yeah, I mean it's fun. I mean
it doesn't have the dual screen support, but that's fine because I don't have the multitasking skills necessary to do all that shit.
Yeah, I know. It was a pain in the ass to play on the DS, but it was fun. I mean, it was okay. I don't know. All right, Breakman, what do we got next?
Coming to us live from RPG site, Pixel Art Urban Survival RPG High Risers launches for Steam on May 6th. And yes, I said all of that in just one sentence.
I should mention, back with The World Ends With You, the anime comes out this month. So if you have like Crunchyroll or Hulu, I think it might be on Hulu, but no wait, no, Funimation's doing the animation. So if you have Funimation, you'll be able to watch it there. So if you don't want to play the game, you can just do that.
There you go. All right, Break. What do we got?
The sequel is a sequel to the anime more than it is the original game anyway.
Yeah. A pixel art exploration and survival retro game, procedurally generated skyscrapers await with seamless, unlimited possibilities to salvage, loot, and craft gear. Humanity has been struck by a mysterious prion disease, I don't know what that means, which left those infected trapped in an eternal dream. Well, that sounds like shit. Unable to wake up, they transformed and changed into the mysterious dreamers, sleepwalking zombie-like creatures that shun the light. That sucks even more.
Yeah.
They now dwell in the dimly lit urban canyons of the cities and the lower levels of the high-rise buildings, hiding away from the sun, only to come out at night trying to get those who still resist. So what is this? Is the movie of Will Smith? Like,
yeah.
This is the other side of it. We're getting to see their side.
Yeah.
For survivors that are stuck on a skyscraper in a desolated metropolis, and only through the tenaciousness, tinkering, and teamwork will they prevail.
You know, Breakman, I was gonna say, I was watching the trailer while we did this because I didn't get a chance to watch before we started the show. One of the characters' name is Mojack Carter. I'm totally down. Totally down. Mojack.
I thought you were gonna say Mojack Horseman or something.
No, Mojack Carter is his name, and I mean, the game looks okay actually. It's like kind of, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, but
I'll get the bullet points for you. Individual skill trees, which will unlock new recipes, perks, options, and powerful interactions between the four characters. A sheer endless amount of crafting recipes, spare parts, weapons, and barricades. It's up to you how to tackle each new building. Countless procedurally generated levels per skyscraper create infinite high-rise buildings of various types and with different challenges. God damn, that was a sentence. Repair the helicopter, modify and improve the HC-27 to escape, transport more goods, and fly longer distances. Confront the dreamers, the mutated humans that dwell in the darkness will try to get to you. You must fight them, lure them, immobilize them, hide from them, deter them, and stall them until sunrise redeems you for another day. So this is Simon's Quest.
Yeah.
Carefully plan ahead in order to survive the night. Special.
It sounds like you're just.
Night.
It sounds.
Day to have a nightmare.
Exactly. It sounds like you're talking about Castlevania the entire time, man. It's pretty awesome. One of the guys' one of the other guys' names, Breakman, Icarus Connolly. Icarus Connolly, and Mojack Carter. This game is
And
Yeah,
these are weird,
and-
odd names, but at least they're nothing bad like Edge Maverick from
this
Star
this game's
4.
this game needs a movie, man. I mean, it's a cross between like something like Rampage and like a beat 'em up and like a survival RPG. It looks
I
crazy.
want to
Like,
play this. It's
yeah,
interesting.
it looks good. Looks good, man. I mean, it looks different, which is cool. We were talking before the show about different things, and this is definitely different. Looks okay. Anything else
My
on that?
video could play. Jesus,
I
why?
know. I know.
I need to get a
Mine.
better internet connection because this fucking blows.
I know, dude. The internet connection, and plus, like some of these sites I've noticed, like RPG site and Siliconera, sometimes the links will just disappear.
Oh,
Like,
so this game is literally get your ass to the chopper.
yeah, get to the chopper.
This is that anime that just came out. Like, what was that? High Rise Survivor or
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah. That's exactly right, man. Okay, that's it on that, right? Break.
Yeah.
All right. Next comes to us from our RPG site, if my link will ever come up here. What are we doing here? Senran Ninin Ninja Taisen Neptune releases on August 26th in Japan. So there you
That's
go.
a Japanese version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I
No,
guess. Senran Ninin Ninja Taisen
it
Neptune.
is a collaboration between Temsoft and IFI, and they're going to be doing a crossover with the Neptune characters and the Senran Kagura girls.
I guess, man. I mean,
Like that one game should do a crossover with the Matrix and get Neo in there.
Yeah, exactly. The real Neo, man. Why they gotta go with the
Yes.
fake Neo? Jesus. The hijinks looks okay. Looking at the trailer now, I mean, it looks actually really good. I mean, better than what it has a right to be, I guess. But looks okay. But in Japan only right now. We'll see if we get a release here.
I just hope that it's a better game than the one I'm currently playing, or that I still have to review. But that was the Virtual Stars game with the VTubers. It's not fun.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not fun. That is
Yeah.
probably the worst review you can get.
Yeah.
for
Maybe the next news story will be fun.
Here's
Eric.
the thing, like the interactions between characters is amusing, but I don't want to play through the terrible game to get to those parts.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
maybe you'll want to play this next game, Eric. Next story. Eric, next story.
Oh, I didn't know it was my turn. I thought you were gonna.
I said Eric, next story.
Edge of Eternity, which has long been like in limbo, is finally coming out. And it's got a date for June 8th for the PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, S, and Xbox One.
It looks fun, but it looks sort of like a strategy RPG. but
Although apparently it's coming out on PC first on June 8th and sometime in the fall for the consoles.
I mean, it looks cool. Definitely JRPG inspired for sure.
Still
don't-
lost spiky hair.
Spiky animated hair,
Big eyes.
big guys, big blades. I mean,
That's not what I thought you were gonna say.
It's got some industry veterans working on it, but
yeah.
there's this kind of like vaporware almost, because I remember Project Phoenix on Kickstarter happening, and this was also a Kickstarter at some point.
Yeah.
And 2015 is when it launched on Kickstarter.
Yeah. All right, Breakman, what do we got next?
Going to the live from RPG site. Chinese MMO RPG Swords of the Legend Online to release in North America and Europe in 2021. Oh,
Oh, I should mention the game's leaving early access. I didn't know it was on Steam already.
Okay. All right. That's
a
cool.
Chinese MMO coming to America. That's different.
That is
The
different.
game will be available in 3 editions as detailed on the official site. Standard, Deluxe, and Collectors. That's $39, $59, and $99.99 respectively.
Is it like the standard that every goddamn collector's edition has to be $100 now? Like, is that what we're? I mean, really? Like, I mean, this collector edition.
And no matter what is included, that may or may not warrant that price.
I don't know.
it
It doesn't say at
the,
all.
yeah. The only The only game that I'll ever consider buying a collector's edition is really Dragon Quest. Anything other than that, I'm not really interested. All right, is that it on this break?
Swords of Legends Online stated to be a fully remastered and improved version. It's based on popular Chinese legends that have inspired several television series, novels, and video games. So, 6 classes of Reaper, Summoner, Bard, Spell Sword, Berserker, and Spearmaster, and additional specializations for each. That's it says something about PvE, but there's no mention of PvP. So
Your video feed on the stream keeps dying on me. It's
Really?
PvP. There is PvP. Nice. Okay.
Looks okay.
From the earth to the heavens, players can live and meet above the clouds on unique and customizable floating islands used for personal housing. That's cool. The perfect resting and gathering space in between quests. Extraordinary varieties of flying mounts will become faithful companions to players, allowing them to behold the world from a new perspective and busy each other in their own establishments. I wanted to read that because that sounded really cool.
See, it's working now once I hit the pause button and then resume.
Gotcha. I don't know. If you guys are having audio,
But I don't know why it's even stopping like that to begin with, though.
I don't know either. I mean, it looks good from my end, Eric. Like, I've been looking at the stream. It looks fine. I don't know what to say. But all right, anything else on that break?
Like I said, it does have PvP, and there's 20-player raids and stuff. That's not in the trailer; it just shows PvE in the trailer.
Is this a free-to-play game? I forget.
No. Remember, there's the $39.99, the $59.99, and the $99.99 package.
Yeah.
It doesn't say what they are.
So this means that the game's somewhat of quality.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it does look good.
It should be. It sounds pretty neat. I like that idea. You get your own
microtransactions, or well, maybe. I mean,
I'm betting there are. I'm betting there are microtransactions.
Yeah.
Costs probably.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like to win type microtransaction, just like you say, cosmetic, like armor and different colors and. You know,
I got no problem with that.
Same as the other mounts, but yours has a horn on it.
Yeah, I got no problem with that. If people want to waste their money looking cute, I guess. But I don't like the pay to win bullshit. You know, that's the stuff.
I don't like that. I don't like any of that shit personally. I don't like the pay to win, and I really don't like the
stamina
money for fake items.
I don't mind
unless there's more gameplay attached to it, like if they add more levels and there's more stuff to do. But if it's just like cosmetic things, for instance, like the on Xbox, you can get for your avatar, you can get a $5 lightsaber.
Or like
at least $5 for a fake lightsaber for my fucking avatar.
Yeah.
At most, the only pay to win scenario I'd actually give money to is to like say there's an expansion come out and you don't feel like grinding to access the new content.
I guess,
I'd pay to like increase my level to the minimum for that expansion.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next story, guys. This comes to us from Silconera. Record of Lodos War Chronicle announced to release in spring 2022. No real date, but here are the games that are going to be available. Record of Lodos War, Record of Lodos War Hyro no Maijo, the PC version, Hyro no Maijo, the MSX2 version. I don't know the difference between.
I don't know why the first one's listed as not having its platform shown.
I don't know.
Or the second one.
I hope these aren't like different in the way that like the Contra games are different. Like they boast like, hey, we've got 10 Contra games on here.
Yeah.
No, you have like 4 Contra games. They're mostly copies of one another.
Yeah, I think there might be a little of that, but there's enough games on this that probably will be worth it. Breakman, you got Goshiki no Mario, Record of Lodos War 2, Record of
Mario.
Yeah. No. Record of Lodos War Fuku Zinduke, the PC version and the MSX2 version. Record of Lodos War Fuku Zinduke 2 and Fuku Zinduke.
Fuku you too, Frank.
And Fuku Zinduke 3.
Sword World games.
Sword World, and Sword World SFC 2. So
the thing is, Record of Lodos War is a light novel series that was based on a pen and paper role playing game released in Japan, which was inspired by D&D called Sword World.
Yeah. All right, Eric, you're up next.
But anyways, Sword World evolved and then made a spin-off series called Lodos War.
Yeah.
But so it's kind of like Baldur's Gate, like the Baldur's Gate of D&D for Japan.
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of more D&D stuff, Eric, next story.
Wizardry VA
Jeez.
But this is a mobile game, and yes, there are gotcha elements, so I almost don't care.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yep.
So it's wizardry set in Virginia?
No.
Wizardry Virginia.
Voice acting. Wizardry voice acting.
Wizardry. You just get the
Oh.
voice acting tracks, man. That'd be funny as fuck, man.
But
Well,
it's
now
coming
I want
to
wizard set in Virginia.
it's coming to Android and iOS in 2022.
I'm kind of a fan of the Wizardry series, although I am not a fan of playing Wizardry on a mobile device. So.
Oh, this is interesting, and it's just the first Wizardry game that's completely in 3D.
Yes, that is interesting. It looks good. I mean, I just the
Hmm.
gotcha elements are, you know. But I mean, it looks cool. But I probably won't check it out because the gotcha elements. But there you go. All right, Breakman, you're up next.
It did say that Dreadcom Co. purchased the rights to the IP in 2020 for both domestic and foreign markets, so you could probably see this game on the West.
Okay. All right, Break, you're up next. Did we lose Break?
No.
Breakman, it is your turn.
I think it's mute.
Are you on mute, Breakman?
No, sorry. I'm having a problem with Skype. Skype has completely disappeared.
Oh,
That's weird. All right, don't touch.
Yeah.
Don't touch anything. You're just you're up next.
Though, it should be not an issue. It's just somehow I got unpinned from the taskbar.
That's so weird, man. All right,
I don't know why I have so many issues with Skype. Anyway, come to us live from Silicon Era. Pac-Man 99 heading to the Switch, and this week it's already out. Nintendo revealed the next Switch. Why am I reading this one? It's already out. I just skip ahead. As a success, there will be 99 people playing Pac-Man at once, kind of like Tetris 99 or Mario 35, which is the next sentence on here. Pressing actions and right analog stick can change how you play. For example, the right analog stick determines how you target potential opponents after eating ghosts. I love that feature. That was one of my
So
favorite.
99 Ghost versus Pac-Man. Okay.
Well, it's essentially like if you say eat a ghost or like have a streak of eating ghosts, when you kill them, you send like those enemies over to an opponent.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, I like that too. That's what you did in Mario 35. It was fun. Like, hey, if you're killing a lot of enemies, somebody else is getting fucked. And then my goal was always to like get somebody kicked. Like
that's kind of how Puyo Puyo works. Like any of the things you destroy get sent as trash to the other enemy.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty much that same thing.
Yeah.
And it sounds like this is the same thing. So you're gonna have more ghosts than you can handle probably at one point.
Breakman loves griefing other players. Confirmed. Okay.
I thought we confirmed that years ago.
Have you played this yet, Break?
Played what yet?
You played this game?
Not yet. I downloaded it. Pac-Man 99 will come to this is out on the Switch with its base multiplayer mode, free for subscribers. The extra modes costs $14.99 unlocked.
Whew.
Extra themes are $1.99 each, and the $29.99 deluxe pack gives you all modes and all themes.
Why not just sell us the game at this point?
I know. Jesus, man. That's kind of ridiculous, but okay.
Yeah, what the F and F, man?
Well, I'm sure that after it's like they'll be like after a period of time they'll just sell it to you like they did with Tetris.
Or they'll just do like they did with Mario 35 and just take it away.
Yeah,
I know.
I can see that happening too.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Well, they'll take it away so they can do that, so they can just sell it to you.
Right.
Oh my God. Yeah.
This will be your last chance to get it. You better pay for it now, download it, and then like a month later, hey, we're releasing it the whole game for like
Yeah. You spend 30 and then you have to spend another 30 to get the full game. Hey, Break, you ever play Pac-Man Championship Edition?
Oh yeah, that's fucking.
That's a
blast.
fun ass game, man. That was a great like. It wasn't even a remake. It was like reimagining.
I like 2 a little bit more because I like the focus on eating the ghost trains.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
I mean it's really fun. Fun.
My favorite is still Pac-Man versus. That was
Pac-Man versus, yeah. All right, anything else on that Break?
Nope.
All right.
That's it.
Last story for everybody today. Silicon Era. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, 4K UHD plus Blu-ray plus digital. Pre-orders are open on Amazon. It's only going to cost you $30.99. $30.99. Yeah, I will too, man.
I mean, it's not that good of a movie. It's just there to watch everything crazy go on.
Yeah, it's more of a showcase, like a digital showcase than anything like an animation showcase. But I'm curious to see it in 4K, but I'm not going to pay $31 for it. But there you go. All right, that is the news, y'all. We got through that fairly quickly. Do we have any homie discounts? I know Sony was running a huge spring sale, which they're reloading next week. Freak Pipe says he liked Super Pac-Man. Yeah, Super Pac-Man
Super Pac-Man was fun.
That was fun.
It wasn't as good as Miss Pac-Man, though.
Yeah.
Miss Pac-Man's still the champ.
Yep. There's still the PS Plus $30, less than $30 deal on CD keys. Let me check it now, see what it's at. It is at, if my internet will work here, it is down to $27.99. So that's not a bad deal at all. I've used like 3 or 4 codes. I'm good through 2024, I think. Doing that. So that's a good.
Keep doing it, and like you're gonna get it up to 2021 or something or like 21. It'll be going long after you're dead.
Yeah, probably. I'll that'll be my like legacy. I'll leave that to my kids. like here's my PlayStation Plus.
For person who spent the most money on PSN.
Yeah, pretty much. I've gotten those deals. I never pay full price, so that's a good thing. I was always worried, like you were, Eric, when you were saying that one day that, maybe there, something weird is going on there. But I don't have any problems. So I've put in 4 or 5 codes and they all work. So there you go. All right, Breakman, should I play your music? All right, Breakman, what you got for us?
I've got like a full mailbox is what I've got here.
Ooh, okay, like that.
I don't want to do all of them, even though they're really good ones. But I think I should do the one. I think there's one I have to do today.
Okay.
And I think I might hold off on the other 2.
All right, it's up to you. Up to you.
But first, there's a comment from Bernie. She wanted to know about Little Bear. Frank.
Jesus Christ. Okay, this is funny. I watch AEW, Breakman, right?
Okay, right.
All right, there's a new tag team in AEW Wrestling, All Elite Wrestling.
Big Bear and Little Bear?
Okay. That's not their name.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Their name is Bear Country, right? It's Bear Boulder and Bear something, and they're called Bear Country, all right? They're both massive human beings, as most wrestlers are. Even the smaller wrestlers are fucking, ungodly, beings from a different planet. They're on a different level as far as fitness and strength and all this. But anyways, Bear Country, right? 2 big dudes, right? So we're watching this match, and one of the bears in Bear Country is smaller than the other one, right? Like not significantly so, but enough to where you can kind of tell, right? And Bernie looks at me and she goes, "I like the little bear." And I'm like, "The little bear? What are you talking about, the little bear? These guys are monsters. They're like 6'3", 6'5", something, 350 fucking pounds." And she calls the smaller one Little Bear. And I'm like,
that's like Little John.
Yeah, that's like calling the Big Show, Breakman. It's like calling the Big Show like the little one out of the Giants, right? Like it makes no sense.
You're not that Big Show.
Yeah, you're not that Big Show until you get up to him and he's like, and I've seen the Big Show in person. He's a fucking massive human being.
I bet sitting down he's still taller than me.
Most likely, Breakman. I mean, I know he's taller than me. Sitting down, he's taller than me. The guy is fucking huge. I went to a wrestling event one time, and when he went down like to the ring, it was crazy. Everybody in the arena knew that he was the biggest guy in the arena because he was he was crazy huge. But anyways, this
according to the player's guide or something related to the Metroid comic or something, Samus Aran's actually 6'3".
6'3", holy shit!
Yeah.
She's a
I
fucking.
ain't got no problem with tall women.
No, neither do I. But damn, 6'3"? Holy shit.
Oh, that's all right. She
Well,
can
anyways,
taller
this
than me,
guy.
it's fine.
And that's without the power suit.
Jeez. So this
Oh,
guy.
yeah, shit, I didn't even think about that suit. Like she's towering over you, like, hey,
She's
baby,
like
hey, you want to go on a date?
six
Shut
seven in her
short ass.
fucking. Yeah, she's like 6'7" in her suit or some shit. But anyways, the bear country, the smaller of the two, is still a huge freaking human being, and he's not a quote unquote little bear. So that's where the little bear comment came. Break. What else you got?
Okay, I have 3 questions. One from Freak and two from Bernie. I think only one of them is truly relevant.
Okay. Okay.
Dear Breakman, if your partner wants to have a threesome, but the woman isn't great looking, do you do it?
And, well, wouldn't you have to know this person first?
Well, I mean, if she's ugly, they know her, obviously. I mean, you have several options. I mean, there are tons of
Yeah,
options.
he never said ugly, just not like traditionally.
Yeah, just not
hot.
like
Well, I mean,
not like
even if they're not, fantastic or perfect.
Well, like some people can be sexually attracted to others purely on their charisma and stuff. So
Yeah, Bill Clinton got away with that shit.
I think he's more of a rapist type.
Well, he is, but he's also like those rapists. The ones that sleep with a lot of women, like Trump and Bill Clinton, like they have sex with women like legitimately too. They don't rape every woman,
yeah,
but the women that like turn them down and say no or aren't approachable, like they rape them.
yeah. MXT says sometimes you gotta take one for the team. What say you, Breakman?
Not saying he's not a rapist. I'm just saying like not all. He doesn't victimize every woman.
Right.
What was I talking about again? Oh, the threesome. Let me see. You have plenty of options. One, you can convince her to wear a bag.
Yeah, I was thinking
or
about that.
like a costume. Like that's even better. Like you want her to dress up like it's a like
furry
sex
convention
thing.
or
Like, you want
something?
her to dress up like she's the killer and scream.
Oh,
Ghostface,
okay.
Yes.
Ghostface cosplay, yay.
Like she's completely naked under everything, and
Ooh, maybe she could like be the nun, like with the makeup and stuff, like pretend to be the nun.
Power Rangers cosplay.
It's interesting that you went to that, Frank, and it's interesting that you went to Power Rangers.
I just thought MXT would get into that.
He probably does cosplay, make all of his women cosplay as different Power. He makes them cosplay as he's got 5 different uniforms. He makes them wear like each one.
We got a
Hello.
new chatter.
And then he cosplays as like Goldar or something.
Right? He's the bad guy, and they have to defeat him.
Yeah.
Or quote unquote defeat him.
Yeah. Rariro16057's in chat. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining. Sometimes you got to take one for the team, MXT. I mean, come on, MXT. So what say you, Break?
Team? No. Well, let me see here. So the first option is you can convince her into the cosplay or the bag. I mean, some of these women know they're ugly, and they know the only way they're gonna get some of it is if they wear a bag. But at the same time, we are talking about a unicorn here. There's a single woman that's willing to have a threesome with a couple. It's a pretty rare thing.
That is true. I didn't think about that, Break.
You might not. I mean, if you can't convince her to do the cosplay, wear a costume, or you can't like picture somebody else's head on her body, you're just gonna have to hold your nose and do your job.
You just got to do it no matter what, right? I mean, that's what you're saying.
You gotta be a man and a woman, and you gotta human up, and you gotta do your business.
I mean, I've got different standards, Break. Like if it's not Gal Gadot, then I'm gonna say hit the road, Jack.
She is kind of too hot to be Wonder Woman.
Oh my God, she's so good looking, man.
She's better looking than any.
Yeah. Did we lose you, Break?
Ever been.
You kind of cut out.
Yeah, you kind of cut out, Break, a little bit. What were you saying?
What? Am I being sabotaged?
Yeah, probably MXT is sabotaging you, man.
No, I think it's Skype. They didn't like what I was saying about Wonder Woman. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Skype, but Wonder Woman. I mean, Gal Gadot is really, really hot.
She's. There was a movie she did. I think it was with Isla Fisher, Breakman, and she was like putting on like lingerie like as part of a scene, and I'm like, oh god, man. I mean, do women get much better than Gal Gadot in the looks department? I mean, I can't think of very many women that look better than her, man. I mean, she's not a great human being,
Mm.
but I mean, as far as looks goes, like she's near the top of my list, if not the top
Right.
of my list of good-looking women in Hollywood. But I mean, there's a plethora of good-looking women in Hollywood. I mean, there's a
Yeah, there are.
plethora of good-looking women in the world. Period. You know, I mean, just go out and about, and you'll see them, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But your chances of getting her in the threesome are probably really slim.
I mean,
I
speak
mean,
for yourself,
well, you
Breakman.
got to find a contact to get in contact with for one thing. I mean, she could be anywhere in the world right now filming a movie or laying out on the beach or something like that. So you have to know people. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. You got to
Or,
have the contacts, you know.
yeah, or at least know the like the PIs who are willing to like get the address and scope out the house for you, see what's going on.
How tall is Gal Gadot? Would you guess, Breakman?
I think she's probably taller than me. I'm gonna go 6'1".
I'm thinking about 6 foot tall.
Yeah, I think so.
She is, as I search here, she's 5'10", so not quite as
5'10".
tall,
Wow, wow. Okay,
but
so
still pretty
I'm a
tall.
little slightly taller than you, Gal Gadot.
Yeah, there you go.
Just slightly, but if you wear heels, you'll tower over me, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Ben
I,
Affleck is 6'4". Jesus Christ! No wonder he was in
yeah.
Hollywood. Holy hell!
Well, that's why. Haven't you ever noticed like he looks like bigger than a lot of people? Like they don't. That's why like the superheroes are all like taller people because
That's
if Ben
crazy.
Affleck, because they want to be like that around the same height as like Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill, you know.
I think that's the
But
only
like most are,
reason that Ben Affleck ever gets any roles, because he's not that great of an actor, but he's like fucking 6'4", you know, looks decent, you know, type thing. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
yeah,
and he's probably willing to do most any role.
probably.
Um, yeah,
Did like
but
Argo though. Argo and The Town are good movies, but
I don't
overall,
think
I
I ever
don't.
saw either one of those. But most like Hollywood actors, they look like on a screen they look normal, but you see them in Hollywood and they're like 5'7", 5'3",
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
5'4". Like holy shit,
Oh,
these guys are
I
huge.
mean, it's like Tom
I mean,
Cruise is
sorry,
like
but
5'2", I think. I think Tom Cruise is like 5'2", 5'3".
he's really short. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he never looks short in his movies. He's
No.
5'7", so holy shit, I'm
And
taller.
they don't want, and that's why like you'll not see like Ben Affleck and Tom Cruise together unless it's unless it's like some sort of special setup where it's
Yeah,
made to look like
yeah,
he's like way bigger because
yeah. I heard that about
they
Tom
don't want
Cruise.
Tom Cruise to be like looked down on basically.
Yeah,
They want to be
he
seen
he
as normal.
he controls every aspect of his
Yeah.
movies, including um, who his co-stars are and shit like that. You know, and he always do that stuff. What's that?
He wears lifts on his shoes.
Oh, and he wears lifts. Apparently, that's why he's 5'7". Cause he ain't no 5'7". I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. I'm
Mm,
taller than that. I mean, you know,
mm,
I mean, I'm taller than Tom Cruise.
Gotcha.
If Tom Cruise is 5'7", then I'm something like
Yeah, I
5'10".
couldn't. What was going on online? There was a like a picture going on around like of what was it, Jim Jordan and Matt Gates, and they apparently claim to be the same exact height. But
I don't know what you're talking about.
well, God, I saw this meme and I've been trying to figure out like what their heights are, like the real heights, because
Huh.
obviously they're not the same height. Anyway, sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to ruin everything with talk of
No,
both
it's okay,
pieces of
man.
shit.
What else you got, man? Anything else?
Okay, let me see here. Um, I
Ha! Matt
you
Getz
gotta
is 5'7".
what's that?
Matt Getz is 5'7". Let's see how
Five
tall
seven.
Jim Jordan is. Go ahead, man. Anything else, Break?
Well, I was just trying to think here. How are you gonna set this up? So you've got the already woman picked out. She's kind of ugly, but you have to go for it. You don't really get a choice in the matter, um, unless she's got like diseases. Then you're free to say no. I mean, unless it's Gal Gadot, then you're just gonna have to suck it up and get the diseases.
Wrap it
Uh,
5 times. You know, something like that.
Yep. I mean, you're just gonna have to suck it up and take it. I mean, if herpes is the price of entry into her vagina, then you're gonna have to take it. Um,
Take it. She probably would make you take it with a strap on.
let me see here. What else? What other advice should we give in as far as the threesome goes? Oh, and don't ignore your partner. If you're getting more at the ugly girl than you are with your partner, then you might cause some friction. I'm just saying.
I mean, definitely friction for
Yeah,
sure.
because at that point, yeah, well, I'm afterwards is what I mean. Because afterwards, it's gonna be like, well, how come you're more interested in the ugly bitch than me, motherfucker?
Yeah,
Mm?
yeah. See,
I'm gonna
that's
slice your
it's
fucking
a.
shit off in a night. What?
I'm
What'd you say?
saying it's a
Nothing?
trap, break man. I'm saying you don't do it at all because of that reason. You know, it's like, why did you pay more attention to her than you did to me, type thing. You know, it's like, well, she's different. You know, I mean, you
I
know.
thought that was the point of having a threesome, was to have somebody else in here. I don't
Yeah.
understand why you're jealous. You're the one who wanted this. No, you did.
All right.
That
I guess the
was me.
big question is, Eric, would you would that be a thing for you, Eric? Would that be fun? Do we
A
lose?
threesome.
An
Yeah.
ugly chick.
Well, not necessarily ugly, just like not up
Well,
to what.
that's what the point of this question was, is doing it with somebody who's ugly. I mean,
Okay, I guess. Yeah, I'm saying no, man. Just because you laid it out perfectly, break man. Like hell no. You know. I mean, plus for me, I mean it's Gal Gadot or not. You know. So.
well, in that case, like you're obligated as a couple to do it. If it's somebody like Gal Gadot wants to do it
Oh,
with,
I mean, no question. I mean, that's. I mean,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, straight woman. At that point, you're obligated. Well, I guess you don't have to touch each other. Like you could do it like European, like porn, like you do like two women and one man, two women never touch each other type thing. That was a lot in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. Oh, so what would you say about like if it was a good-looking guy, Breakman? Like if it was the other way around and Mrs. Breakman was like, you know, let's say it was like Clooney, George Clooney or something. I mean, does that like
Is there money involved?
How much would it take you, Breakman? $5 and a Coke?
I was about to say not much. I'm cheap, but not that cheap. Man,
$100 and a
I'll at
Coke.
least get a meal out of it.
A meal. They buy me a hot meal, you know, like you're homeless or something.
Like George Clooney, you gave out your friends $1 million each on one Christmas. Come on, man. You could at least buy me a Big Mac.
Yeah, exactly. All right. What else you got, Breakman?
No, I think I don't know. We got time. You want to do another one?
Why don't we save it for next week, man?
Okay.
Just in
We'll
case
save
you don't get
the next
anything.
two.
Yeah, we'll save the next two.
We'll save this for next week. All right,
Yeah.
let's go.
All right. Let's move on to
Inquiring minds want to know.
what you been playing, Breakman.
Oh, let me see. I haven't been playing with a unicorn, that's for sure. I have been playing. What have I been playing? A little bit of Far Cry.
Yeah, I know what you haven't been playing, Breakman. Mario
You're an
35.
Asshole for even saying it.
Hey, but now you got Pac-Man, man. Until they take it away from you.
I haven't tried it yet. I will have to try it. So mostly just Far Cry. I am, as much as I play that game, I'm still at like 45% done or something. I'm like, God damn, what do I gotta do to get the farther in this game?
Yeah.
Of course, a lot of it's because I'm trying to like do things perfectly. Like I want to storm like a facility without setting off the alarm and stuff like that. So it's reset, reset, reset. Like how the fuck did that
gotcha.
motherfucker see me? Fuck!
I
God
hate
damn
that
it.
shit. Stealth has never been my thing, although I've gotten better at it. Freak 5 says he's playing Marvel's Avengers. I'm sorry, Freak 5. Okay.
Yeah, stuff isn't always my thing. Sometimes it's fun, and in this game, like, it's fun sometimes because usually it's just going balls out with a rocket launcher and grenade launcher,
Yeah.
just run right in.
Yeah.
Oh, I got some exploding arrows and some C4 mines too, motherfuckers. You want to play?
Yeah, there you go. Put that C4 down, man. Far Cry 4 is just a fun sandboxy game, you know, just fun. It's just on a smaller scale than like Grand Theft Auto, and it's batshit crazy. You know, it doesn't quite
Smaller
go
scale, I'm
Saints
still, like-
Row, but it gets pretty close, you know.
Yeah, I just like how how their vehicles all over the place. You can take like little helicopters.
Yeah.
For some reason, there are gyrocopters just flying about all over this country. And gun ammo places and just
Yeah.
stuff that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
But I don't care. It's a game, and it's nice that there's ammo like close at usually any point.
Yeah.
And then I can get on an elephant and plow through some trucks while blowing other trucks up with a rocket launcher.
Yeah.
Because.
Just because.
Just because.
Yeah. What else you been
And then,
playing?
of course, once it hit my elephant and kill it, like I have to get revenge on them fuckers.
Yeah,
Like
of
there's
course, man.
you fucking motherfuckers. Like my elephant did nothing to you. It
Right.
killed some of your friends, but that's beside the point.
I mean, that was an accident. They got in the way. I just happened to stomp on them. You know, I mean, come on.
I've lost karma so many times from just driving through and people are standing in the middle of the road or something. Like, what the fuck is that idiot doing? Don't shoot civilians. Well, why was he there?
Yeah, exactly. All right, what else you been playing, Break?
And that's it, really.
All right, Eric, what you been playing?
I've been playing. Hold on a second. I need to look. Make sure it's not one of my reviews. I played Rocket Knight over the weekend. That's the 360 sequel to the Rocket Knight Adventures and Sparkster games. It's more of a sequel to Sparkster for the Genesis than it is the SNES game, because it's kind of slow like it. And while it's a fun game, it's definitely doesn't have the same appeal as the original and the SNES version of Sparkster in terms of it just lacks the panache that those games had.
All right, what else you been playing, man?
It's probably the best game that Climax Entertainment made, though.
Climax.
Not the same It's not the same company.
Yeah.
Company that made Landstalker, because they had similar name but it's different.
Oh.
He said Climax.
Anyways,
Does every game end with a hot woman saying "Climax"? Like low voice.
I wish.
Anyways,
man.
I mean,
Awesome.
I shouldn't say a hot woman because it's just your hero.
after bouncing off of that game, I immediately started playing Metal Gear Rising Revengeance because it's on sale on Xbox Live right now for like $6.
Huh? Not bad. Okay.
And I don't know how Auto HD affects 360 games. I don't know if it actually had HDR, but it did upscale to 4K. It wasn't true 4K though, but it looked better than the standard 720p version that existed back then.
Well, that's good. That's good.
But then I played the DLC, and I got through that over the week.
Awesome.
And I'll have an audio review of that later.
Yeah, make sure you guys, if you're subscribed to RP Grinders, Eric's going to be doing sporadic audio reviews on the feed as well. So look out for those as well.
Well, I've got like at least 3 planned so far.
Yeah, there you go. All right, what else you been playing, Eric?
Since I finished Bravely Second, I moved on to Pokemon Ultra Sun. I've gone through that. That's all I really been playing this week.
Okay. I've been playing MPQ. Of course, I play MPQ daily just to get the extra stuff. Also, word cookies. And the reason I'm mentioning word cookies, I don't normally mention word cookies, but I play that all the time because I'm almost done with that game. Like I've almost done every single anagram that they have. Yeah.
Right.
What?
Cut out.
What? Did I cut out?
You said you're almost done, and then silence.
Almost done with word cookies. So, I just thought I'd mention that, even though
Do you toss your word cookies?
No.
Or vomit?
Yeah, no.
It's
It's a fun.
Toss cookies.
It's a fun anagram game for sure. It's it's just making words out of words and stuff like that. But I'm almost done. I've worked for years on that game, so I'm almost done with the game. Played a little bit of Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection, mostly to help Bernie get past some challenging parts, I will say. The problem with Bernie in playing Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection is that's a game
Is
where
she always getting caught by the magician?
that happens quite a bit, but the problem with her is she stops. And she doesn't keep going, and that's a game where
you can't do that in
No.
that game because enemies just
You
keep
can't
coming.
really grab an item real quick, but other than that,
Yeah,
he'll
you
stop.
got Ghosts and Goblins
The
is a game
enemies
where
just
you
keep coming.
yeah, you gotta just keep going. Like, there's no stopping in Ghost. She'll stop for like 5 minutes just shooting enemies, and I'm like, what are you doing? You gotta keep going. Just go, keep
Isn't there a
going.
timer in this game?
No
No.
timer,
Oh,
no
no.
timer at
Okay.
all. Yeah,
You want one though, don't you?
yeah, I
You're gonna
do,
buy an
dude.
egg timer and put it by the TV when she's playing.
But it's just kind of funny because she gets like not frustrated, but like she don't know what to do, and I'm like, all you gotta do is keep going. Go get to that checkpoint. That's all you gotta do.
But I
Get-
can't.
Huh?
The monsters attack.
Yes, then they will continually attack you until you die. That's why you gotta keep going.
I gotta say, I do hate that in video games when you don't know what to do next.
Yeah. I mean, I agree, especially in like open box games or what do they call those? Like sandbox games, like GTA. Like I always get too distracted to do anything else. It's like Far Cry is another one. Like you're always doing something other than what you should be doing. That's kind of it. But anyways, a little bit of Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection, and I played and finished Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, which leads to reviews.
RP Grinders reviews.
Break. Did you? I didn't see any reviews for you other than Godzilla versus Kong, but we're all gonna tackle that at the end here. Do you have any other reviews, Break?
No, because I watched the original Godzilla again. I'm kind of going to go through them all again, just
Okay.
because it's been a while.
Yeah, it does, and it's good stuff on HBO Max. They got all of those.
Is the original like Japanese Godzilla on there, or is it just
Yes,
the American version?
they're
No,
all
yeah,
on there.
On HBO Max, they've got the original Godzilla. Yes.
Yep, they have. I mean, they're kind of silly to watch now. I mean, we'll get to Godzilla
Special
versus.
effects wise, they're kind of silly, but story wise, like the original Godzilla is really like.
Story-wise, they're great.
Yeah,
Almost
the
all
original
of them.
Godzilla has a great story.
Yeah, almost all of those.
I heard that Final Wars was kind of awful, but
Yes, it is, but still, it's Godzilla, so it's kind of fun at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let me.
But what are the good Godzilla movies though?
Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla, Godzilla versus Mothra, Godzilla versus Ghidorah.
How about like one of the more recent ones?
Oh, the recent ones?
99, Godzilla 99.
Yeah, Godzilla 99 was
2000?
good.
Or 2000. It was Godzilla 2000. That was really good.
I haven't seen it, but I know it's
I've
good.
always heard things about 2000.
I haven't seen it, but I know Shin Godzilla is pretty good. I have
haven't
it.
seen Godzilla either. Actually.
Was there a Godzilla Forever movie? I can't remember. There was one called that.
I'm not
So,
sure. Man.
say what that? So what you say?
Godzilla Forever or something.
Not that I'm from thinking of.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, there's a lot of Godzilla movies,
Yeah.
and there are a lot of Godzilla products. Like there's the anime, for instance, and
Yeah.
I think there's gonna be another different anime.
Ooh, I like the anime on Netflix. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. I do
Yeah.
like that. That's good.
When are they gonna give us more? It's been a while. I guess. Well, the
they're
fucking
coming
pandemic
with-
probably fucked everything up.
Yeah, they're coming with another one. But anyways, let me get to my reviews here, guys.
Right.
Nosferatu. Silent movie. I think it was made in like 1922, 1923,
Wow, so
whatever.
we're both watching some old movies this week, huh?
Yeah. I decided to take the plunge and watch it again. I've seen it before in multiple forms. But I've never seen like the original with the original music, and like they recreated the movie itself. They put it together frame by frame, cleaned it up a little bit, and they got a symphony to do the original score for it, which was really neat that they restored it and put it on Shudder. It's the classic Bram Stoker's Dracula story, only they couldn't use Dracula or any of the characters from Bram Stoker's novel for copyright reasons. Even back in the day, they had stupid copyright bullshit, But I mean, the thing that really jars me about this movie is that the direction was awesome. The acting is obviously good. I mean, silent film, that's all you have is acting. You don't really have Godzilla versus Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot wins, Freak 5. But Nosferatu is an interesting movie. It's a masterpiece movie. It's one of those movies that's iconic. It's one of the first, if not the first, vampire movie. I'm pretty sure it's the first vampire movie ever shown on screen. And it's interesting to see just the original Nosferatu, like in its purest form. I've seen like the gothic score version, which is fantastic and scary and eerie. This one is different. It's still kind of eerie and stuff, but it's hard to like look at that movie and not kind of laugh at some points because it's supposed to be at night, and back in the day they couldn't film at night because they didn't have the proper lighting and stuff. So they did these kind of negative movie techniques to kind of make it look like it's at nights, but it's still kind of laughable. I still think it's a good watch. I give it a solid 9 out of 10. Not because it's technically, the greatest movie ever, because it's not. But I mean, just for pure historic value, for the creepiness factor, like Max Schreck he was totally into that role. There was a movie made about the making of this movie, and that movie was really good. I can't remember what it's called, but it stars John Malkovich and Willem Dafoe as Max Schreck. And
So good actors.
yeah, I don't remember the name of that. Maybe somebody in chat can find out for me, but it's a good movie. I highly recommend watching that movie just so you can get a sense of how Max Schreck was on the set of these movies. He was let's just put it this way, he was very into his method acting. So 9 out of 10 for Nosferatu. But check out that movie with John Malkovich and Willem Dafoe, and that'll give you an insight on how that movie was made back in the day. All right, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is a movie basically about mental illness, psychosis, and stuff like that. It's a very disorienting game about this woman who's on this basically a mystic quest, like a vision quest, to find her slain boyfriend's soul, basically, like to save his soul. Go straight to hell. Find Hela, the goddess of hell, and basically get her boyfriend's soul back. And it's a long, weird, kind of repetitive journey at times, but I do like a couple of the mechanics. Like there's mechanics where they have these archways that, like, if you look through them, kind of changes the scenery, and that's how you solve kind of the puzzles of the game. It's an action-adventure puzzle game, and it's really fun, although sometimes a little repetitive. But I quite like it. It shines a light on psychosis and what people go through. They had actual like psychologists and people advising on the game itself so that they could get it kind of right. And it works on a lot of levels. It doesn't work on certain other levels, but overall it's a pretty damn good game. I think I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. The graphically looks beautiful. Very easy to control, although, like I said, it's very kind of repetitive. You're just battling like demons and stuff like that. But it is a little jarring at times and disorienting, which is kind of the purpose of the game. So I give it an 8 out of 10. If anybody's ever suffered from mental illness, word of caution: just realize that this game is basically about psychosis and mental illness, and go into it with an open mind, and I think you'll really enjoy that game. So that was my review of Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, which we will never see on another PlayStation system again, I'm guessing. So that I believe Ninja Theory was bought by Microsoft, so you'll be seeing the sequel on the Xbox.
Well, no, the Switch version came out, so they might still do other console releases.
Maybe, hopefully. I mean, that's
some
the hope.
Exclusivity window expires or something.
Yeah. Okay. Here's everybody's warning. This is a spoiler warning for the movie Godzilla vs. Kong. We are all going to tag team on this review. We talked a little bit about it last week. We did not give any. I gave my score, and I gave it a 10 out of 10. But let's go through the reasons. I mean, I personally, I think this is a fantastic monster movie. I think it's one of the best I've ever seen. And it gave us everything that we could possibly want and more out of two monsters going at each other.
And I knew what was going to happen after watching Godzilla King of the Monsters. After the end credit kind of gave away what was going to happen in the next movie. But but was fine because I'm watching it like yes, yes, like yes, yes.
Yes.
Like
It.
the monkey got his ass whooped. That's what I came for.
How
So I
dare
felt good
you?
about that.
How dare you? Let's talk about this. He did get
Well,
his ass whooped.
the monkey. I mean, he was the hero of the story, but
Yes.
he still got. They went 3 rounds, and in the end, like it was clear cut that Godzilla was the superior.
Well, Godzilla is the king of the monsters. I mean,
Well, I
period.
know,
Like,
but
there.
it rights a great wrong because if you think about it, like the original Godzilla and original King Kong, the original Godzilla is pretty much the same as he is now. Like he's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
giant lizard and breathes radioactive breath.
Yeah.
Jets and tanks and shit don't bother him
Yeah.
one bit. He just steps on them, kicks them, squashes them, whatever. King Kong was captured by some people.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the original King Kong, he was captured by human beings. He escaped them, climbed up a building, and was killed by some biplanes.
Yeah. But here's
Like the original King Kong should not have even been in the same room
Yeah.
as Godzilla.
I agree, but they
So this rights a great wrong. I think.
it really does because actually, you know what righted that wrong in particular, Breakman, was Skull Island, because
Yeah.
that was the biggest version of Kong we've ever seen, was Skull Island, and for good reason. I mean, it culminated in this movie. This movie is like 4 or 5 movies of anticipation. Like we were all anticipating something like this, right? Like this was everything it was cracked up to be and more, Breakman. I could not have been more impressed with the effects. I mean, it had a flimsy plot. I mean,
Yeah,
it wasn't.
like the things like the people are just second thought in these. Like in the first Godzilla movie, the first remake, like the people were the big part of it. Like
Yeah,
they had
yeah.
Bryan Cranston and they had Elizabeth Olsen, so the people were huge. But and they weren't in Skull Island too, but it was kind of back and forth. Like there was more. There was about half and half.
I mean,
people, half,
Skull
half.
Island has a moron that sacrifices himself with a grenade to kill a monster and
Yeah.
fails completely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. That was one of those dumb things. But I like that. Like
I
that,
still love
they
that
did-
movie. Yeah.
That and the things that happened in the Godzilla, like they're subverting old stupid tropes, you know.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
the person sacrifices himself with a grenade, and then Godzilla versus King Kong. Like, what did I was bitching about this just like a month ago with the boys, like how somebody was able to guess a password.
Yeah.
Well, and then the Godzilla, like the computer hacker kid was like, well, I can do it. And then he spends like the next 20 minutes trying to fucking guess a password,
Yeah.
and then he eventually just pours alcohol on it
Yep.
because he couldn't figure it out.
You know what that was? That was homage to the movie The Thing, when Kurt Russell spilled his whiskey on the chess computer. You remember that?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
direct.
But
yeah.
my point overall was that he wasn't able to guess the password. Like they avoided
Yes.
like a stupid trope like that.
Yep.
I thought was funny.
Yep. Yep.
And
It's a
there's
great
some other
movie.
tropes they avoided.
It's a spectacle movie in all its glory. I give it a 10 out of 10, not because like the
Yeah,
acting was like
What do you tell me make a sequel where Kong discovers his golden Ozaru powers?
Is there any planet left for a sequel? Like after Godzilla versus King Kong, I was surprised there were any big cities left in the planet.
Yeah, you know
Or
what
not
I was
King- or
thinking?
Godzilla versus Godzilla King of the Monsters, because Ghidorah did so much damage to the planet,
right.
and his cronies
Yeah.
who are nowhere to be seen in this. I guess it's because they've been put in their place by Godzilla, so
Yeah.
they're not behaving badly anymore because Godzilla fucking owned their asses too.
Godzilla versus Kong was just, I mean, the battle sequences alone, like in the cities, Breakman.
Yes.
I mean, you know what I was thinking of, like when we watch like the Justice League or the Avengers movies, like how much damage is done when all these heroes do this. Imagine that on a scale of King Kong versus Godzilla,
Yes.
man. Like it had to have been in the trillions, the amount of damage
And
that
I
that
loved
they've
how
done.
they filmed the fight scenes. Like
Oh,
it
God,
wasn't
it's so good.
it wasn't like a Transformers fight scene where it's going in this fast pace and the cameras are all jagging all over the goddamn place. You can't really tell what's going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you could see the action. Like they kept the
There
focus.
are a
in it.
couple issues I had with the movie though, and it may have to do with maybe it might be fixed in the home release, but I noticed some blue banding during the sequence to the Hollow Earth part.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
notice that.
There are like questions about like the story too. Like, what happened to the villain from
It
the King of the
it might
Monsters?
it
Yeah.
may if you didn't see that and when you watched it, maybe it's because I was playing it on my Xbox Series X
Oh,
and the
that's a
auto HDR is just
Yeah,
fucking
that's a
lovely.
possibility because I just did it straight from my TV app, Eric. So that's a definite
Yeah,
possibility.
I got an app on mine too. I didn't see any problems either.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with you, Breakman. There's some little plot things, but I
Yeah.
mean,
But
the,
they did that with some of the other movies too. But at the same time, they still linked them with other characters, like the Dr. Brooks character uh, from Skull Island was also in Godzilla King of the Monsters,
yeah, yeah,
and Millie Bobby Brown was in King of the Monsters, and
yeah.
this one, and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
the thing about this movie that I liked above even all the Godzilla movies, the newer ones and Skull Island, was the fact that the action it just went straight for the action, right?
Yes.
We get Kong right away, we get Godzilla in some scenes, and then all of a sudden it's Godzilla versus Kong for the rest of the movie, and
Mhm.
that's something I appreciate in this movie more than anything. There's no lead up, it was just
Yeah.
boom, here we are, and also Kong is very heroic in this movie.
Yes.
He's a
Yes.
fucking hero, and
Like I said, he is the hero. of the
He got the
Yeah.
heat axe because Godzilla gave it a +5
yeah,
buff.
yeah,
Yeah.
he did, man, and I kind of
I knew like at the end of the King of the Monsters, there's a clip at the very end where he's like they're taking Ghidorah's skull, and it's like, ah shit, well I know what they're gonna do with that.
yeah.
That's straight up from the originals, like
Also, stealing
stealing the DNA of a monster, Ghidorah, who turns on him like he does in this.
Yeah, yeah.
They used him for Godzilla and they turned on him.
Yep.
Shocker. know.
Mecha Godzilla was fucking phenomenal in this movie
Yeah.
as well. They did a really good. They made
I was
him.
sitting there the whole movie like, come on, Mechagodzilla. I know he's in there. Come on.
Yep, Mecha Godzilla looked and acted fantastic in this movie. It was a thing of beauty. Like if you remember the old Mecha Godzilla Breakman, like it was cool. Those movies were kind of cool, but not. I mean, this made Mecha Godzilla look like fucking awesome. And
There was a lot of cheese because of these were rubber outfits and
Right.
people fighting in rubber suits, whereas
Right.
this is CGI like monsters that are physically that they made to look like they're physically
Right.
hurting each other.
And by the way, the CGI is some of the best I've ever seen in this movie. It without question, I think it's some of the
because in the original, it's like there was no ripping off of limbs and shit like that.
Nope.
That stuff couldn't happen.
Yeah.
because they're
Yeah.
guys in rubber suits.
this movie, I think, was a showcase of what can be done with CGI. Everybody rips on CGI, but this movie was, I mean, on a different level. And props to Adam Weingart for his direction in this movie. Like you said, Breakman, the action sequences, like it wasn't like cut away and you just see a tail or an arm or none of you saw what you wanted
Or
to see
too
in
much
this movie.
camera action,
Yep.
like trying
Yep.
to over direct or something. I don't understand why those directors do that when people want to see the action.
It
Right.
reminds me of like everything that happened in Resident Evil Apocalypse.
Yeah. Ugh,
The fight with Nemesis in that movie.
yeah.
Oh god,
I can't tell what the fuck is going on because you're doing all these stupid cuts.
Yeah.
the costume was so terrible
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. All right. So what do we
I know
give?
they wanted to make it look accurate, but it looked like he was wearing a costume of the fucking out. Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't have gone that extra mile. To
I'm
make it
really
look not
happy
like a
that this
fucking
did
costume.
well at the box office as well. So I didn't think it was gonna make as much money as it did, and it's already up. I think it's up to $250 million worldwide, which is in a time of COVID, like that's just crazy good. I'm really happy it did well. What are you giving as far as score goes, Eric?
I'm gonna give it a 9.
9 out of 10 from Eric. You, Breakman?
I came to see Godzilla fight Kong.
Yeah.
I got about an hour and a half of Godzilla fucking fighting Kong.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
there's like a half hour people, and then there's like another like 20 minutes of Mecha Godzilla. But for the most part,
Yep.
we got
Godzilla
Kong,
versus
we got
Kong.
Godzilla to
Yep.
fucking awesome. It's what I wanted to see.
This is exactly what everybody wanted to see, Breakman. They couldn't. I don't
And I
think
feel
they.
the same way about King of the Monsters too. Like it was
Yeah.
exactly what I wanted to see. You know,
Yep.
Godzilla
Well,
versus.
one thing I have to ask though is like the Hollow Earth, like a planet can survive without a core. So did the gravitational well become the new core?
Yeah, and there was some magical shit going on there, Eric. I agree with you, and I had to overlook that for the overall.
That was the one complaint I heard from somebody. Like, I hated that movie. Like, why? I'm tired of all these movies with fake science. I'm like, wait, so you were okay with watching a movie about a giant radioactive lizard fighting a giant hairy monkey, but then like,
But the Middle Earth, the Hollow
yeah,
Earth
like
shit
so
turned you off. Yeah. No, this is a great movie, and it was definitely a science
I
fiction.
guess the thing in the center of that throne room is probably what's the core of the planet, and it's also providing the sunlight.
Yeah.
That energy was providing the light. That blue energy stuff. That's why they were trying to steal it so they could power.
Yeah.
So,
And they
so if
down.
they make a sequel to this movie, they have to explain what all that shit's about.
Maybe,
anyway.
maybe. And you know what? I want resolution for Kong too, man. I want him to find.
You know what I want is a prequel. Because they keep talking about like the ancient rivalry and
Yep.
stuff. Like
Yep.
I want to see like Godzilla and his family fighting like Kong's family and stuff
Yeah,
like
that would be cool, man. That would be a huge scale movie, though, man. That would probably.
They'd be fighting, of course, in the Middle of Earth, which
Yeah.
I mean, it's total pseudoscience bullshit. But
Right.
we're talking about a movie with giant monsters fighting each other. Like,
Right.
this is, like, it's like I think people expect too much sometimes.
I agree, and I think it gave us everything we wanted and more. Breakman, like I totally forgot about Mecha Godzilla, and when he showed up in this movie, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be badass, and
For
it
me,
certainly
I
was.
just like I'd watched Godzilla King of the Monsters the day before, and that ending scene where they're stealing, or not stealing, but I guess buying Ghidorah's head. I was like, fuck, I know what they do with that.
Yeah.
So, well, then I know what the next movie's gonna. Oh, okay, so they're gonna fight each other, and then they're gonna have to be friends.
Yeah.
To beat Mechagodzilla. Okay, I get it. I know what the plot's gonna be, and it gave me everything that I wanted.
Yeah. I mean, it did. It was it. I couldn't have been a better monster movie, in my opinion. Like
I think
it
the
just.
best rating I saw was a meme of a dildo holding a cigarette. As their review of this movie. Just satisfied.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like it's just very satisfying movie. I think it's a perfect movie, much in the way that Pac-Man is a perfect game, right? Like nobody's gonna argue that Pac-Man like lives up to today's standards, and nobody's gonna argue that Godzilla versus Kong has like a great plot or anything. But
right, and these games don't, or like Pac-Man doesn't have a problem. Obviously, Pac-Man has problems. There's no such thing as perfect. And
right. In
this movie, like the plot, there's so many holes in the plot. It's not even Swiss cheese. It's just like somebody ate the middle of your cheese and just put it on your burger. Like, hey, what? Son of a bitch.
Yeah, they folded that cheese in half.
Did you at least cut it out? No, you bit right out of it. Oh,
they folded it in half, took a big old chunk out of the middle, and that's what you're left with. And that's fine with me because I'm okay with a monster movie like having zero plot. Like that's fine. And actually it had a flimsy plot, but it still was good as far as like the monsters go, and that's all that mattered. All right, we got to move on. Eric gave it a 9. I think. What did you give it, Break?
I gave it a 20 out of 10.
20 out of 10. Okay. The first 20 out of 10 that we've ever had on Grinders. Okay. Let's move on to everybody's favorite segment.
What is it?
Stinko of the week.
Oh, Dungeon's in chat. What's up, Dungeon?
Dungeon says at least they didn't have to travel through an elevator through the core of the earth just to get to work.
Wow.
Fucking Total Recall remake.
Yeah, exactly. Or there's a new movie called Skyfire. I highly recommend you guys watch Skyfire. It's I don't know if it's a Chinese movie. I think it's a Chinese movie. It might be a Japanese movie. But I mean, the action, you could tell like the Chinese are getting very close to like our quality level of CGI and movie making.
That new Muso movie looks dope, and I hope it gets localized at some point.
Freak 5 is crazy. He says he wants to see the porn version of Godzilla vs. Kong. That would be something else. Dungeon said, I really like Godzilla vs. Kong, too. I think we all did, Dungeon.
So that'd be two dudes going at it, right? Wearing a costume of Kong and wearing a costume of
I guess if you're into that, Freak, that's nothing wrong with
We
that.
don't know if Godzilla's actually a woman.
Oh, that's true. We don't know.
They made Godzilla like a female in the American Godzilla.
By the way, Kong does not have a dong. So I don't know if anybody noticed that. Like, there's no like nothing hanging.
Godzilla
on
doesn't
Kong.
either, but Godzilla's a male. Like that
Right.
was a confirmed thing.
Yeah. Bernie says, "What was the porn we were talking about the other night, Frank? I have no idea. What are you talking
It
about?
was something stupid. You told me you're gonna exile. You already pre-exiled me for it.
What, for a
Was it-
porn? Oh, I don't remember.
Was it one of those porns based on something else?
I have
No,
no
it was
idea.
based on a movie we had watched.
What movie? What are you talking about?
Was that a horror movie?
I don't
So
remember.
it's a porn
I'll
parody,
see
is what I'm
If she
saying.
remembers, she'll let us know. But
Oh,
Freak 5 says, I think Godzilla is female. See, I kind of thought that too,
No,
Freak 5.
Godzilla's called the king of the
That's right.
monsters.
That's right.
Hey,
He's the king of the
I
monsters.
mean, like King Arthur in Fate was also a woman, and they were kings still.
Dungeon says if you're
That
into
was
Chinese
really weird,
sci-fi,
but-
there's the Wandering
Well,
Earth.
I know, but like the idea behind that was like their new body's female, but they used to be male.
They turn the Earth into a giant space. Dungeon. The movie I'm talking about is called Skyfire. It's about a volcano that blows up. There's a theme park. Like, it's sort of like they took elements of Jurassic Park and like I don't know, Dante's Inferno or Dante's Peak.
So let me get this straight. There's a volcano exploding, so people build a theme park around
No,
it?
no. Okay, this is listen. Here's the crux of the. I was gonna do a review, but we didn't have much time. So real quickly, I'll just go through it. Skyfire is basically a movie about a volcano that blows up. Years later, an entrepreneur makes a theme park at this volcano. Yeah, what could go wrong there, right?
It just lets up again, right?
Yeah, and it's not very good at all. It's a decent made movie. It even has Jason Isaacs. I don't know if you guys know who Jason Isaacs is, but he's a good actor. But the plot is paper thin, but it's basically this guy wants to commercialize a theme park at this volcano, and he's got this like ride that goes through it and stuff like that. I'll admit I'm a fan of Dante's Peak. Dungeon. I was too, Dungeon. I know that movie gets a lot of shit, but I thought it was okay for a disaster movie. But you got to check out Skyfire. It's at the Redbox, Dungeon. It's really good. Yeah, it did. It had Sarah Connor and James Bond, Dungeon says.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, it's not the greatest movie in the world, but I liked it. Okay, I like disaster movies for the most part, unless you're like, what was it, 2010? I think was the name of that stupid movie with John Cusack. But yeah, this movie you got to check it out, Dungeon. $1 at the Redbox. You can't go wrong, man. It's pretty fun. But yeah, they're getting really close. Is my point. The Chinese filmmakers are getting really close to doing Hollywood movies. So
Wait, Tommy Lee Jones' character is.
what's Magma Jones? Yeah.
He really said what's magma.
Yes. Yeah, look it up, Dungeon. It's good. Skyfire. I mean, it's not the greatest movie in the world, but it's fun. It's definitely fun. All right, Stinko's Breakman. Let's do it.
Okay, I was mugged, Frank.
What? Are you serious?
Let me tell you, they took my money, they beat me up.
Okay.
Let me tell you. Let me ask if this has ever happened to you. See, I went to this place, and they took my money, and then they put me on a table, and they started drilling my face. It was a horrible experience. I think most people call it going to the dentist, but I'm pretty sure
Yes, Breakman. Okay, I'm with you.
I had a root canal. And
Oh
that
God.
was
Ugh, even
2.5
worse.
hours I was at the dentist.
Oh
so,
God, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
Freak Five is exiled. He says Frank likes disaster movies because he has lived through so many other over the millennium. He likes seeing other people having to deal with. How dare you, Freak Five, son of a bitch! So the dentist is your stinko of the week for your root canal, right?
Yeah, I got like a temporary filling, so I have to go back in a couple weeks. I'm like, why can't
So you're
can you just
into
do it
torture
now?
porn, then, is what you're saying, Breakman.
Oh God, pretty much.
Oh man, Freak is the only survivor of the destruction of Atlantis. Freak Five says, "How dare you, Freak
I
5?"
think you meant Frank, but
Yeah, I think he meant so too. Uh, root canals aren't that bad. Freak Five says.
There was other work that had to be done too. The root canal wouldn't have taken. He wasn't in Pompeii. He's
How
still
dare
his
you?
relatives in Rome.
How dare you, Dungeon? Don't encourage Freak Five in chat. Don't let him influence you, Dungeon. You're perfect in my eyes, man. Just relax and think about Godzilla versus Kong and Dante's Peak, man. Don't let him influence you. How dare you, Freak Five?
hey, Dungeon, I hope you stay tuned on my Twitter feed for an audio review. I'm going to be having a Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Oh my goodness, man. The worst part is keeping my mouth open. That shouldn't be too hard for you, Freak Five. You're used to keeping your mouth open.
Yeah, like apparently have a small mouth, I guess, and holding it open, my mouth hurts for like 2 days after that.
Ugh, yeah.
Just like the shots in there, like, hey, can you feel that still?
Yes, I can feel it.
Stop.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Anything else, Break?
God no.
All right, Eric.
No, God no, God. No.
A couple of stinkos, Freak Five says. Will do, Eric. Dungeon says. All right, Eric. Your stinko of the week.
My stinko would be Sony. Really, more so than their announcement of the Last of Us remake, because it implies things. Because first of all, I'm not entirely sure it's going to be a remake. It's a lot of people throw the words remake and remaster around and they conflate them. So who knows what they really fucking mean? But do we really need? If it's really a remake, do we really need it? You could have just done a frame rate patch for the original, which I think already plays at 60. So I guess at this point it might be 120.
Why would they do that, Eric, when they can make a shit ton of money making a remake? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but it also costs a lot more money to make a remake.
yeah, but they'll make that money back and then some. I know they will. I think it's dumb as well. Like it plays at 60 frames on the PS5 right now. Like what is the point of a fucking remake?
Yeah. Like I'd rather they take that effort and put it into a game that released on the PS3 and can't be played anywhere else because there's no backward compatibility because Sony's stupid. Like a collection of the Ratchet and Clank games.
Yeah, it might be their mea culpa, Breakman or Eric, to say we're gonna redo Last of Us right now because it was originally on the PS3. You said, Eric, and it really should have been a game that was made on the PS5, like ground up. So maybe that's what their thoughts are. I guess I don't know. Wow, your wife okay? Freak Five? Gee, man, that's crazy.
Like you can't play the Infamous games on the
So
PS4.
wait, so your wife hurt herself, so you're forcing her to listen to us while she's in pain? Like what the hell?
Look, the sound of my voice is very soothing, Breakman. So I could understand. Yeah, how dare you, Breakman? How dare you? I'm sorry, Eric. Continue on.
But like there's like half the Infamous games you can't play on PS5 because it's on PS3.
Yeah.
And like just a whole library of games that they're not supporting. And that's another thing I hate Sony for right now.
Yeah.
And along with their stupid ass policy of not having lewd content of like anime girls and stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I think they should put a lax on that. Like, they really should let AO ratings go through. And
I think Jim Ryan needs to fucking retire.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, Eric?
So I felt like the beginning and the end for Sony happened once they made an American the president of the North American branch.
Yeah. That sucks, Freak Five. I'm sorry to hear that in chat, man. Hopefully your wife is okay.
And like in the future, I'm probably the only way you're getting me to buy a PS5 version of the multi-platform game is if it has adaptive trigger support. Because why would I want to pay Sony more money for something?
Yeah, I already beat Last of Us. I think I got everything out of that game I can get. I played it twice, beat it twice. I'm good. I'm definitely okay on Last of Us. I still got to buy the second one, but I'm waiting for a better deal. It's down to $30 by the way.
They'll just do a remaster of that because it's almost inevitable.
Yeah, your wife had a good idea, Freak Five. ERs just suck in general, and it's because of our healthcare system in general. But yeah, feel sorry, man.
Unless you ride an ambulance there, you're gonna wait forever.
Yep, exactly. All right, let me move on to my stinko of the week. I got a couple.
Oh, yeah, I'll have an audio review of Dealith and Wonder Labyrinth.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. I heard good things about that game actually. So, all right, couple quick hitters here. I've been noticing like with our links that we the Breakman puts them in chat every time. But like sites like RPG site, which I like a lot, which we get a lot of news from, and also Siliconera, if they put too many ads on there, it crashes their tab, and it sucks because you have to reload them and all that. So that's very, very annoying, especially when you do a show like ours and when we have a bunch of news. And also the big news. I mean, I know people are so upset about Prince, whatever his name. I think Prince William is his name. Prince Philip. I'm sorry. Yeah. Prince Philip died, but that's not. I could care less about the royals.
All royals are the same to me. They all look the same.
Yeah, I could care less about the royals.
I don't understand the obsession with royalty.
I agree. I especially in this country, like we spent like years getting away from that.
I know that was the whole point of America.
Yeah,
we wanted to get away from other people ruling us.
Oh, Freak Pie says he had his earbud and he wouldn't subject his wife to any of us. I don't blame you, Freak Pie, especially Breakman. I mean, just kidding, Breakman.
That makes sense.
Okay, but my stinko goes to the passing of DMX. X gonna give it to you, type thing. But
so he's gone then.
He is. He passed away today. He was on.
Apparently, have a heart attack.
He had a heart attack, and then he went brain dead, and they had him on life support as long as they could.
As young as he was, it was probably drug. Probably heart attack was probably caused by drug use.
I don't know, and that's
that's what happened to Old Dirty Bastard. Like he wasn't using at the time, but years of drug use just caught up to him. Like years of using cocaine can be.
I've never really heard stories of DMX using a lot of drugs though.
I know, but nobody heard any stories of Prince using anything in Prince OD.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll get more details, but I'm not gonna make that assumption.
Love DMX.
I love DMX too, man.
I'm
like
give it to you.
He had a song. I can't remember the name of the song, but there was a song, and it chokes me up almost every time because it talks about like his aunt dying, I believe, and like the way that they do funerals, and oh man, it's just a great song. He was a great storyteller. DMX was, and it's just sad. 50 years old, man. That's just way too young, man. Way too young.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It more than likely had probably years of drug use probably just got up to him, which sucks.
Heart attack says to me that maybe his diet wasn't the greatest, man.
I mean, that's a possibility too.
Yeah. But anyways, that's my stinko, very somber stinko. I hate to bring that to you all, but it did happen. Okay. Here's our Sweetos, though. Let's try to pick it up and make everybody happy.
Dude, what does my
You son of a bitch freak.
Sweeto of the week.
All right, Breakman, your Sweeto of the week. Let's pick this up a little bit.
No, but I did have a poster of Aaliyah on my wall, and that was
Aaliyah. Yeah, back in the day.
God,
man.
I loved Aaliyah so much. Anyway, what was the question?
Didn't we all? Didn't everybody like Aaliyah? Like, she was pretty universally liked, man. Like.
No, I mean like
spank material, like
yes,
yeah,
yes.
Okay.
Like,
all right, your
really
Sweeto, Breakman.
What was my Sweeto?
She died way too young. Speaking of people that died way too young, man, Aaliyah.
I know. No, fucking helicopter crash.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't ever want to get in a helicopter. Helicopters just too many people die in helicopters.
All right. What you
I've
got?
got a quasi new monitor for work and for this computer I'm using right now, so it's pretty nice. I'm using an old television, which is sweet
That's awesome, man. That's
for
good.
this monitor, and a better one for work. So yeah, but that was much needed because the old one sucked. I got 2 monitors and one sucks. I got to replace that one still, but
Yeah.
yeah, I got one
All
good
right.
one.
Anything else, Break?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Eric, your Sweeto of the week.
Okay, my Sweeto. Well, I'm gonna say the first Sweeto would probably have to be. Why didn't I play Rising Revengeance sooner? It's so good.
It's a crazy game, man. It's good, but it's crazy. Yeah.
Anyways, the other Sweeto is that the Macross series, the majority of it, will be finally releasing West.
About goddamn time, man.
Harmony Gold finally gave up, I
I
guess.
guess, man. Jesus, man. It's crazy. I can't believe it's finally coming here, man.
It
Dungeons
doesn't say which series are coming over, but
I guess I'm gonna have to buy this game. Everybody's Dungeon Buster loves it. You love it. Frank said he liked it too.
Rising
Anyways,
Revengeance really is so good, Dungeon says. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't know if it's great. Like none of the Metal Gear games really do it for me, but that one in particular is just batshit.
It's
Man.
because it's basically Bayonetta, but with Raiden.
Yeah,
inserted.
yeah. I mean, it's good. It's a good game for sure. My daughter painted her bedroom by herself this week and did a good job. Freak 5 says that's awesome. Freak 5. See, that proves that Freak 5 is into child labor. He didn't pay his daughter to paint his house, and he's gonna have her paint the whole house, not only that room.
I bet she did a better job than one of my former roommates. I got a room upstairs they painted in blue, and it was just the worst paint job ever. Like, dude, you're an adult. Why did you? What are you talking about, man? Okay, whatever.
Anyways, I'm thinking the only ones that probably won't make it are the ones that are like the movie versions of the series that just cram all the episodes down into a certain time frame.
Yeah, well, which is good because you really want the whole series. Macross is good from what I remember. Let's see. Another Stinko Freak 5 says, I made sure to send in an Ask Breakman, and he didn't even read it. He's saving it! Freak 5.
I was going to, and Frank said to save it.
Saving it for next week. You son of a bitch. Jesus.
Here's a house of happy clouds.
I wasn't home. My wife made her paint it herself. Oh, so he's blaming his wife now. There you go.
Oh, so your wife is the child labor. I got it.
Dungeon says, here's a house with happy clouds. Yeah, exactly, Dungeon. He's Jim Rossing it over here. Which, by the way, Breakman, that reminds me, you got to watch the latest episode of Creepshow, dude. I mean, if you're an Evil Dead fan, right?
Right.
Oh, my God, dude. You got to see the latest episode, man. You got to see it, man. So good. So good. Okay. Mine, real quick, my Sweeto is the weather's been really good in Denver.
Good.
Although today it was a little chilly, but now not too bad. But the weather's just been really, really good.
Yeah, we're supposed to get a little bit chilly this coming week because there's a cold front coming in from, I think, your area, Frank.
Yeah, of course. Always Denver, All right. Let's move on to...
Actually, I'm surprised that isn't a Sweeto for you, that the MLB game's moving to Colorado, the All-Star game.
It's actually bittersweet for me, Breakman, because we have one of the shittiest owners in baseball, and it kind of is benefiting him. He got rid of a fucking Hall of Fame player for nothing. As a matter of fact, he got rid of a Hall of Fame player and had to pay $50 million to get rid of him.
That sounds like something the Bengals would do.
No, it's what the Rockies would do, the fucking morons. They were in the fucking World Series, 10 years ago, and now we won't sniff a World Series for like another 30 years, which sucks.
Yeah, the Bengals aren't going to see the Super Bowl ever because they do things like Whitworth and Zeitler, people who are
I disagree.
good guards and linemen just walk and get nothing for them.
Yeah, I know. I disagree though a little bit, Breakman. I think your quarterback, if he can stay healthy, you guys are gonna be there, man.
Well, I'm talking about Yeah, but we're talking about something different. Like this is his second year. I'm talking about older players, and instead of keeping their players, like they'll just let them walk with and get nothing for them, like they just did with another player,
Yeah,
Geo.
I know,
Jesus
man.
Christ, that makes me mad.
Well, the ownership there has always sucked, man. I mean,
No.
they've always had
Well,
bad
like
owners.
this is how quote unquote great the ownership is. Guess what they just implemented this week, or they're going to start building or
What?
making in this a Ring of Honor.
A ring of we have a ring of honor here, but
Yes, every team does. The Bengals didn't. They are just now fucking getting a Ring of Honor
who's
to
gonna be on that
commemorate all the
list?
players.
Esiason, Munoz, who else?
Well, yeah, probably first it's going to be like Munoz and Kenny Anderson.
Kenny
There's some of
Anderson
the older
over Boomer?
players. What's that?
Kenny Anderson over Boomer Esiason?
Kenny Anderson, when he retired, was the most accurate, highest-rated quarterback in the league.
Yeah, he was a great quarterback, underrated for sure, man.
That's
The one.
The thing is, he was completely underrated.
He took them to the Super Bowl, didn't he, against San
Yep.
Francisco? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, but Boomer
They should have
my
won
favorite
that game,
quarterback.
by the way, Breakman.
Yeah.
Should have fucking won that game. God, that made me so mad. I hated the 49ers, man. Obvious reasons. Fucking hate them. 55-10. 55 to fucking 10. You know who else I hate? Leon Lett, because in that Super Bowl with Dallas and Buffalo, it could have broken that record, but fucking Leon Lett had to showboat before he got in the end zone. Son of a bitch.
My God, yeah, always somebody screwed it up. Like, yeah, we shouldn't get into this anymore. It's late.
55-10, Breakman. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I know.
Okay.
I would be pissed about that too.
Yep. All right.
It's like I'm still the Steelers made me, or Steelers, the 49ers made me cry when they beat the Bengals in the Super Bowl. So I've never forgiven them, and I never will.
Yeah, they made me cry when they beat the Broncos 55 to fucking 10, Breakman.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's brutal, man. At least you were competitive. Although I have to say, 3 Super Bowl wins later, and I feel pretty good about myself, So,
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to this tournament. Second round of our greatest gaming icon tournament. We're gonna go rapid fire here, guys. Let's get started. Let's do the bottom. Let's go from the bottom to the top here. Link versus Kratos. I'm gonna go with you, Breakman.
I'm sorry, Kratos, but I think as far as icons go, Link is one of the biggest.
Eric, are you in agreement?
Yeah, I'll go with Link.
Yeah, I love Kratos. I think he's a great gaming icon, but Link is, I mean, come on.
And there's
Link.
so many different versions of them. So if you don't like one version, there's another version.
Yeah, there's the wolf version, there's the regular version, there's the animated version. Yeah, there's all kinds.
Okay. The anime version, there's the short 8-bit version.
Yep. Okay, next matchup. Ooh, this is a titanic matchup, guys. This is going to decide it once and for all who's better. Pac-Man versus Ms. Pac-Man. Eric, I'm going to start with you.
I don't know how we're supposed to rate this. Are we rating them as like which one?
I'm waiting for Miss Pac-Man because she doesn't get enough rep in the official class.
Breakman,
which one's more of an icon, or like which one's
Breakman.
more like known,
No.
legendary? Like,
Breakman, we decided this. If we couldn't decide, we were gonna put them in a battle to the death, a fight to see who would win. So that's how we're doing it Mortal Kombat style. So what say you?
Okay. Well, let me see here. Pac-Man versus Mrs. Pac-Man in a battle royale.
Mm-hmm.
They both have the exact same abilities. They both fight the same enemies.
One's a woman, one's a man.
I know. The only difference is one wears a
Oh, Pac-Man was P-whipped in that cartoon.
I do not. I remember the cartoon, but I do not remember anything about it.
I remember enough about it to know that I've seen pictures too. So
yeah. Okay. So what say you, Break?
I used to watch that. Like, get up early to watch that cartoon and the other ones that like the
Sonic,
Atari cartoons they used to have. Now, Sonic didn't come out until the 90s. I'm talking about like the early 80s when there's the Donkey Kong cartoon and Pitfall.
Oh, I remember.
And Space Ace and all these other cartoons.
Yeah. Okay, so what say you, Break?
In a fight, I think she'll beat him with her seductive allure. So Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I'm going with Miss Pac-Man as well. Dungeon said Pac-Man has Pac-Man fever. Yeah, well, which means
Yeah, see, he's sick. That too. Like he's got
Yeah.
that going against him. So.
Yep, Ms. Pac-Man moves on. I'm definitely picking Ms. Pac-Man because if you've ever seen a woman in a fight, like they fight dirty, man. They'll grab hair and
And not
you
just that, like he's like smitten with her. So like,
yeah,
I'm
and
sure,
then
like,
he's not gonna
gets
want
a
to
few
do
good-
anything, and it just
Yeah, he'd
becomes
be close to death before he'd want to do something.
Right.
Like, wait, you're serious, aren't you? Fuck.
okay.
Too late, motherfucker. You're dead.
Exactly. So Ms. Pac-Man moves on. Next matchup. Ooh, this is one for the ages, guys. Ken versus Ryu. I'm gonna go first on this
I
one.
didn't even know you could settle this on the fucking video game.
I'm picking you can settle it, but what if somebody's better than you at the game and then they just whip your ass? So I'm picking Ken. Damn it! I know the
We'll buy
popular.
the computer on easy mode is what you're trying to tell us, Frank.
How dare you, son of a bitch! I'm picking Ken because like he never gets enough love in any of the games. I think Ken's a superior. Plus his uniforms are better. Like the red gi. I mean, come on, man. It's got to be Ken. What say you, Eric?
Ryu.
Oh, how dare you? What say you, Breakman?
Okay, let me see. One's a rich kid who just wanted to be awesome, pretty much, and the other is he was an orphan, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
wants to be stronger, and that's his only goal in life is to fight harder. He's basically Goku.
Yeah.
Going around the country, just wants to be stronger, fight the strongest enemies. And I think when you think about the game, I think Ryu is more like you think of him first.
I hate you guys.
He's more powerful anyway.
I hate you guys. and
Yeah,
I'm
like
going
and
home.
when you think about them, you think about them throwing the fireball. Ken went to the uppercut more than the fireball, whereas
I hate you
Ryu
guys.
decided to make the fireball more awesome.
I hate you guys. I'm going home.
Hadouken, screw you, Ken. What was that?
Screw you, Ken. How dare
All
you
I
guys?
know is Ryu learned the power of Mu, which is the power of nothingness, and I don't think Ken has anything like
How
that.
dare you? How dare you? Ken is his gi is better. Damn it! How dare
Ryu
you
had to
guys?
purge all of his darkness to learn that power too.
Oh God, you guys suck, man. All right, next matchup: Solid Snake versus Wario. I'll go first on this one. As much as I like Wario, I'm gonna go with Solid Snake. I think Solid Snake's a bigger icon than Wario as far as gaming icons go. What say you, Breakman?
Wario's a fascinating character. Like he's sort of the evil version of Mario, but not really that evil, is he?
No, he's like
No, he's just more of a capitalist. That's all.
yeah.
Yeah, like he doesn't like do anything really bad. Like I mean, he's the star of some games, and he beats the bad guys in them. I mean, yeah, like he's kind of a weak evil guy then, but he is a lot of fun, and like you said, like the like I love Mario Golf. Like
He's a
playing with him.
lawful evil versus a chaotic evil.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love taunting with him in like Mario Golf and stuff. But yeah, like Snake, like everybody knows Snake, and it was such a like huge shock in Metal Gear Solid 2 when you beat that first part, and then all of a sudden, oh, you're not Snake anymore. Wait, but I want to be
yeah.
Snake.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta be this whiny guy. Oh,
Yep.
now I'm a whiny guy running naked through a hallway.
Yep.
Oh, great.
Yep. All right,
Be Snake,
Eric,
yeah.
what say you? Is it a clean sweep here?
Snake.
All right. Solid Snake moves on. Next matchup, Pikachu versus Jill Valentine.
Chat.
Breakman, you're up.
Read chat.
Break5 says, lol, when I was in high school, my dad once tried to play Street Fighter 2. He thought Ryu was saying, "Ah, you bitch." Yeah. well, there you go.
When he did the kick.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, when he did the
Like
sure
it
you
said,
can.
you can.
Oh.
All right.
You bitch. What was it? Pikachu versus who?
Jill Valentine.
Oh, Jill Valentine. Wow, I like Jill Valentine. I like her a lot.
You just
But
like her
But
boobs.
I think Pikachu's. No, I think she's like she gets.
She's not that
shit.
archaic.
She's a great gaming icon for sure. No question.
Yeah, but I think Pikachu is like everybody knows Pikachu.
All right, Eric.
fucking
Do you agree?
Ryan Reynolds voices him for God's sakes.
Yeah. Eric?
Pikachu.
I'm going with Pikachu as well. I mean, super recognizable worldwide. MXT says next tournament, hottest porn star.
Yeah, but I really don't know the modern porn stars. It'd be like 80s and 90s.
Yeah,
porn
mine
stars
would be
for
like
me.
Tori Wells and shit like that. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boobs win, Jill.
Boobs win, Jill.
And then I have to think about how many of those porn stars are actually conservatives.
Yeah.
Then I wouldn't vote for them.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next matchup. Ooh, this is a Titanic matchup. Marcus Phoenix versus Master Chief. Breakman, I think I'm gonna go with you first. The Xbox aficionado.
You know, I know everybody's knocks on Master Chief for just being, hollow and stuff like that, but they really have fleshed him out in later years and stuff, and made him into more of a character.
I'm worried in Halo Infinite that he'll have more of a regression, based on what I've already seen.
I don't know what we can expect from that one, because they keep pushing the date back and keep pushing it back.
Yeah.
So I'm getting an idea like they do stuff and they're just not happy with it.
I don't know,
So-
man, but I'm excited. Still excited for it. Like, I'm staking getting an Xbox on that fucking game, man. Like that's what I'm gonna do. So all right, Master Chief for you, Breakman.
Both of them go through great tragedy in their lives.
Yep.
And they both have to deal with them in their own ways.
Yep.
And the Master Chief he doesn't talk a lot, so when he's grieving, like, you just kind of have to watch him, like his actions.
Yeah. Freak Five says, why
whereas-
wouldn't you want to research to decide which porn star is the hottest? See, that's a good point, Freak Five. That's definitely a good point. All right, so Master Chief for you, Break.
Huh? What? I'm talking. Well, I thought we were talking about porn stars.
Master Chief versus Marcus Phoenix, Breakman.
Actually, as much as I like the Master Chief, I think John DiMaggio does a great job with Marcus Phoenix. He doesn't get enough credit, I think. But we're talking about icons.
Yes,
at the same
icons.
time. And if
I
it
think-
wasn't a battle, Master Chief would destroy. He would destroy most of any. I mean, really.
Yeah.
This is fucking 8-foot tall cyborg. I'm gonna go with the Chief.
Okay, I'm also going with the Chief. Is it a clean sweep, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great gaming icon, Master Chief. All right, next matchup. I'm going to go first on this one, guys. Dragon Quest.
Even though I think his outfit's kind of a rip-off of the Doom guy's outfit.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go first on...
If you look at any of those suits now, they all look so much alike, like the futuristic space suits and shit.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go first on this next matchup, guys. Dragon Quest Slime versus Ganon. I'm a huge Zelda fan, but not as big of a fan as I am as Dragon Quest. And the Slime is definitely iconic. I'm picking the Slime. I know Ganon's iconic as far as villains go and stuff like that, but I don't think it gets much bigger than the Dragon Quest Slime.
Is Ganon the last villain left on here?
It might be. What do you got? Who you picking, Breakman?
No, Dr. Wiley's still here.
Dr. Wiley's still there.
Wiley's
Yeah.
And
Okay,
Sweet.
good.
Yep.
That's good because Ganon isn't going to be here because I'm going with the Slime.
All
It
right.
is way more iconic.
Is it a clean
Slime.
sweep? Slime.
Yeah.
Slime. That was really surprising. I thought you guys were gonna nix
Well,
the Slime.
I voted against Slime last time because I didn't like who they were up against. Really.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But you think of a video game like you see a slime, Dragon Quest.
Yeah, of
You
course.
know, even though there are slimes, and pretty much every RPG has their own
Right.
slime.
Right. I
a
mean, what's more
rat or
iconic
whatever.
than the Dragon Quest Slime? You know. So
But that
All
little
right.
smiling, two-eyed bastard.
they are
You're so cute,
bastards.
but he hit me. What the fuck? He hit me.
Even worse is the fucking smiling metal slimes. Those motherfuckers, man, run away all the goddamn time, man. So,
Oh, and they hurt in the newer ones too.
yeah, they do.
I hate that so much. Them and the metal babbles, like no,
Yeah.
no, especially after you've done they've got 4 hit points and you've done 3 points. of
I
damage.
know, and then they run away. It's like, God damn it! And I even
Who
have
put
that
in
special.
this? Whoever
I-
programmed this, I'm going to kill them.
I even have Metal Slash, and I still can't fucking beat these goddamn slimes.
You're
Yeah.
not supposed to use Metal Slash. You're supposed to use, well, in the newer games, you're supposed to use something that's like an all or nothing hit, like the Hatchet Man or
Yeah.
Thunder Thrust.
Yeah,
I'll
Hatchet.
use, I'll use stuff like Falcon Blade. Something that'll hit twice. Those abilities.
Yeah. All right, next matchup, guys. Sonic versus
After you've hit
Luigi.
twice.
Sonic versus Luigi, Breakman. Who you got?
Yeah, Sonic versus Luigi. I love Luigi. I don't think he gets enough love. He's a funny character. He's the coward. And, how many other video game characters are cowards?
Oh yeah.
Heroes.
One more thing about the Metal Slimes. If you're playing 11, you can learn a skill for Eric called Critical Claim, which is a 100% guaranteed critical hit.
Huh, that's cool.
And he's a thief character, so he's pretty fast.
That's good. Yeah.
Freak
That's why I
says-
use, like, the Falcon Blade ones the fast.
Freak says, future tournament, most annoying minor enemy. Yeah, there you go. All right.
Flee from I know a bitch about the Medusa head, but the really most annoying enemy from Castlevania is the fucking Flea, man.
Oh, God, yeah.
I hate that motherfucker so goddamn much. Anyway, as much as I love Luigi, I think Sonic is more iconic.
I'm in agreement. I think Sonic is
he
a
just
more
got his own Hollywood movie with
yeah.
fucking Jim Carrey.
Sonic
and shit.
is definitely iconic. What say you, Eric?
And in a fight, I think Sonic would win. He's fast.
Yeah.
What
Sonic.
can Luigi do about that?
All right, Sonic moves on. That's
I think
gonna be-
Luigi would have won in any other matchup.
All right.
A lot of matches, whatever, yeah.
Shovel Knight versus Mega Man. I'm gonna go with you, Eric. Who you picking?
Mega Man, because Shovel Knight's basically inspired from Mega Man.
Yeah,
So.
pretty much. What say you, Break? I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a
Mega
clean
Man was
sweep.
inspired by Astro Boy about this. He's got a long history of this boy robot who wants to be a real boy.
Definitely iconic for sure.
Yeah, but Shovel Knight, like I don't think that's iconic. I don't know how he got this far.
Yeah.
He's done now because Mega Man just fucking blowing him his ass.
Yeah, I agree. I love Shovel Knight, and I think Shovel Knight can be an icon, but I don't think he's quite there yet. But Mega Man moves on. All right, this is a titanic matchup, guys. Samus Aran versus Bella Goth from the Sim series. Eric, let's go with you first.
I don't like Sims at all, so I'm going with Samus.
Okay, what say you, Breakman?
I don't know why she isn't as popular in other countries as she is in America, but Samus Aran.
Samus Aran for sure. Clean
I've
sweep.
heard like she's not popular at all in Japan.
That's weird. That's weird. Cactuars suck, Freak 5. God, I hate Cactuars. Okay, next matchup, Mike Tyson versus Sweet Tooth. I'm going to go first on this one. I still have nightmares about Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. And definitely iconic, even though he's a real person, but he's also a digital person. I'm going with Mike Tyson.
Who can forget his was he winks before he attacks you?
Yep,
Like, who can
winks
fucking
and
forget that wink.
One hit and
shit.
you're down. Like, oh
Yep.
God, yeah. Mike Tyson for me is a huge gaming icon. What say you, Eric?
I'm going to vote for Sweet Tooth.
Okay, Sweet Tooth is another great gaming icon. What say you, Break?
Tyson, has he done anything, any other games since then?
No.
Or is
No.
he just person non grata because of the whole rape? And I mean, I'm not saying like that's a good thing. It's not what I meant. I'm just saying because of that, like no company wants to ever work with him again.
Yeah, he's
The only other thing I've seen is in this weird parody show called Mike Tyson's Detective or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
I
pretty
saw
good. That cartoon, and also he
Right.
just showed up on AEW, which was weird. But it was fun.
I
what-
thought that was really boring cartoon personally. I wouldn't. I know it's supposed to be funny and ironic and stuff, but I just no, I don't know. I didn't.
Okay,
Whatever.
so what you picking?
I still think Sweet Tooth is more iconic. Like you see that character and you know exactly
All
what
right,
you're thinking of.
Mike
you know?
Tyson gets knocked out by Sweet Tooth. All right, next matchup: Simon Belmont versus Zelda. Breakman, I'm gonna go with you first.
Oh fuck. Ooh, this is a hard one. Oh fuck. Simon
Pretty
Belmont's
easy
probably
for
the most
me.
well-known of the Belmont clan. And you think of Belmont, you think of obviously Castlevania, and you think of Castlevania, you think of Dracula, you think of the Belmonts.
Right, right.
And the gameplay of is so solid. It holds up today.
Yep.
But I mean, Zelda's there's so many different versions of her, and
Yeah, but the thing is with Zelda, she's only recently become more popular.
Right, right.
I know, but at the same time, it's like when you think when you talk about Adventure of Zelda, like you talk about Link, you always talk about Zelda too. Like she's like the package deal, you know. Her name's in the fucking title.
Yeah, who you picking, Break?
I don't know.
You want me to go?
Okay. Who they're gonna have to go head to head in a fight.
Yeah, a fight.
Simon Belmont would whoop her.
Yep.
Literally, like he'd whoop her.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Zelda has almost as much magic power as Dracula, and he's beaten Dracula.
Who you
Numerous
picking,
times,
Eric?
I'm going with Simon.
I'm going with Simon as well. I know it should have been closer than that, other than the clean sweep, but But I think Simon is more like Zelda. Like even though she's in the title, like I don't think of her as a gaming icon as much. I guess because she hasn't really been featured, in most of those games. So
I
I'm
guess
definitely
in
going
the
with
other
Simon.
in the original, she was more of a MacGuffin than anything
Yeah,
else. She
yeah,
was like that prized possession you're trying to win.
yep, yep.
as
Okay,
opposed to a character.
next matchup here. This is a fun one. Dr. Wily versus Clank. I'm gonna go on this one. I do like the Mega Man series. I know I give the Mega Man series
No,
quite
you
a bit of
don't.
shit.
You don't like Mega Man at all. You won't even play Mega Man X, you wuss.
How dare you? How dare you? I'll play him for about 5 seconds and I'll throw my controller against the wall. But I'm going with Clank on this one. I think Clank is a great gaming icon. I think the fun, things that are said from Clank are pretty awesome. And it's just, I don't know. I just think of Clank as more of a gaming icon than Dr. Wily. What say you, Breakman?
I gotta say, Dr. Wily. Yeah, he's got that eyebrow power. He raises his eyebrows.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He's the kind of bad guy.
And
no
he has
matter how
apparently
much
unlimited money because he can keep building fortresses.
Yeah. All right. So what say you, Break?
He comes back and he tries harder, tries different stuff. And I do like Clank. Clank is awesome. I love the Ratchet and Clank series. Ratchet's kind of a bland character. Clank was the kind of the star.
Ratchet's awesome, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I like Ratchet.
I like Ratchet, but
I mean, I know the whole plot of Mega Man 9 is about him not having money and you have to conning people out of it. So.
Yep. All right. So who you picking, Break?
Dr. Wily. He's if Mega Man is gonna be fighting somebody, he's fighting Dr. Wily.
Okay. Eric, you're the tiebreaker
Dr.
on this one. You guys are such Mega Man shills, man. I hate you guys.
That's true.
Okay.
I know.
Next
I never
matchup.
denied it.
These are two Titanic ones. Jack Frost from the Shin Megami Tensei series / Atlas versus Laura Croft. I'm going to go with you, Eric.
I'm sorry, Jack Frost, you're cute and all, but Lara Croft is definitely more popular.
Okay. What say you, Break?
Yeah, like she had her own fucking movies, Angelina Jolie playing her and shit. Like everybody knows Laura Croft.
Yeah, Laura Croft's
like,
huge.
And people were trying to like look at her naked body and shit like that, and kids
Which
were
is not
naked
exactly
to her.
flattering, by the way.
Yeah. I know. I did it too. Like I was trying to get. Oh, those are pointy diagonal, but this is fucking hilarious. Mom, come here, look at this. That's how I was viewing it. I was viewing it as hilarious.
Okay. Next match. You did that?
They made jokes about that.
You seriously did that? You're like, Mom, come check out these tits.
Well, not like that. Didn't play out like that.
That was strength.
Okay. Next matchup.
When Laura Croft came out, I was like 18 or 19 or something,
Yeah,
so I was.
Yeah.
I was looking at real women, not like Polygon stuff like that. So this stuff like that was a huge joke to me.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Next matchup, guys, and we only got 2 left here. Let's get through them real quick here. Sub-Zero versus Scorpion. I'm gonna go first on this one. I think this is a no-brainer, actually. Like at first I was like, oh, that's gonna be a tough matchup, but it's got to be Scorpion with the get over here, right? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. What say you, Eric?
Yeah, and if he doesn't fucking beat Sub-Zero in the next movie, I'm gonna be mighty unhappy about that because Scorpion should fuck up Sub-Zero.
Well, I mean, they're kind of like equals if you think
I know
about
they're
it.
supposed to be like the different half of each of the coin,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But the fucking Scorpion, man, he's a bad motherfucker.
All right, Eric, are we in agreement here, Scorpion?
Yeah, Scorpion.
Okay, next matchup, Mario versus Donkey Kong. Oh boy, this is a good one, guys.
Wow. This is an old rivalry.
Yeah, this is a
One of
old ass
Sony's
rivalry.
Oldest rivalries right here.
But who's a bigger icon? Like honestly, like this is actually really tough.
Mario.
Like we want to say Mario, but think about it. Donkey Kong was in arcades way before.
Yeah.
So
He was, but I mean, they just made a theme park around Mario.
yeah.
Donkey Kong's in it, but he's just in it.
Yeah,
whereas
but-
it's Mario's
but
theme
without
park.
Donkey
yeah,
Kong-
Donkey Kong released first,
With-
but Mario became the popular character.
Without Donkey,
and they made Mario the bad guy in the second one, and
Yep.
his son come and rescue him. Like,
Yep.
Hi, Donkey Kong. You're I was never really a big fan of that game.
I love
I know
Donkey
I played
Kong.
a lot, but I didn't really like that game, Junior.
I mean, okay, in honor of
I love-
Kong
I
versus
love the
Godzilla,
original Donkey Kong, by the
in
way.
honor of Kong versus Godzilla, I'm gonna go with Donkey Kong. So that means Breakman, you're gonna be the tiebreaker.
It's Mario. I'm sorry, Frank. I think he's just a bigger icon. Like
Yeah.
everybody knows.
I think I would agree with you, man. Mario is a
Like,
big
Even at the
icon.
office at work, people have statues of Mario.
Yeah.
At least they did. It's been
That's
a while
true.
since I've been in the office.
You're right. You're right. All right, so Mario moves on. That's our tournament for this week. We got 16 left. I mean, we got matchups like Mario versus Scorpion, and if we look at the bottom here, we got Link versus Ms. Pac-Man. That's gonna be his
Ooh.
barn burner.
Yeah.
And then we got, this is a big matchup, guys. Samus versus Mega Man. Are you kidding me? Holy cow, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, there was a Mega Man versus Samus Flash game a while back.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It'd be funny if it was Mega Man versus Sonic. You know.
Yeah,
so
I
they
know.
Team
Well,
up in the comments.
It could be. I mean, we could get to that point, but that they would have to meet in like the semifinals or
Oh, okay.
something. Okay, Lara Croft wins. MXT says, "Yep, she sure did." I remember the Tomb Raider 3 nude hack back on PC. Those were the days. MXT says.
Yeah, those were so funny.
Okay, that's going to do it for the tournament. You're going to want to stick around for next week. Next week's tournament, round 3, we're going to have 16 icons left, and we will get down to the final 8 next week. All right,
I'm hungry. I want to eat food.
let's do our plugs. Breakman, plug away. Guess that's a plug for harmonica, Harmy. We need a translator. Oh, that does.
Stop interrupting. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Stop interrupting.
You can follow me at break_man on Twitter and at RP Grinders, where you can ask Dear Breakman a question, and we will read your question next week. I promise, freak. Even if I'm dead, Frank will get on the Twitter and get it. You know, he'll read it all.
Okay. Eric.
So even if a meteor lands on my house this week, you'll get your question right on the air.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Eric, you're up next.
Of course, if a meteor comes and lands on my house, I'm gonna fucking find a way to haunt you.
I think we're all dead if a
I'm
meteor
like
lands on your
poltergeist.
house. Breakman.
Right.
All right, Eric, you're up.
I write reviews and do audio reviews. Audio reviews are through the feed, but the written reviews are on bostonbastardarcade.com. If you like what I've done, you want to support me, there's my Patreon, which is in my Twitter profile at EricRPG. Sending me as a little dollar would help me out. And if you can't help me, recommend me to a friend. Maybe they can.
Yeah. All right. Is that it, Eric?
Yeah.
All right. MXT says WrestleMania is this weekend, which it is. Hot coffee was pretty fun. Pretty funny, Breakman. All right.
Like it came. The controversy it caused was fucking insane.
Yeah, it was insane. All right. You can follow me on Twitter at Frank Branches. You can follow me on any of the systems, RP Grinders with capital RPG where it matters. What else? Oh, watch Godzilla vs. Kong. It's a great monster movie. If you disregard.
I actually have a question about this. So what? You can only have it until like April 30th or something like that, and then they're gonna take it off of
Yes.
HBO Plus.
Yes.
Is it ever gonna come back on HBO Plus?
I'm sure it will. Man. I'm almost certain it will. I mean,
Well, how long?
I don't know. Maybe it'd be like after the video on demand shit goes through, and then it'll be back on. You know how the HBO does it, man. They But I like how they're doing it this year. I wish they would do that every year, because I really don't want to go back to the movie theaters. But whatever.
Either.
Okay. Let's see what else.
Right now it's Warner Brothers. It's up to Warner Brothers, but other studios might come and do the similar things.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not going to movie theater without like a board or something. Like have 2 boards on me and so I can walk around like a 6-foot.
Freak 5.
I don't want to go to movie theaters again just because I'm tired of the inconvenience in theaters and people possibly being loud or bringing their kids.
Freak 5 is exiled. He says, I will plug Bernie's OnlyFans.
I really like the convenience of just having to go to the bathroom and not have to worry about missing the rest of the movie.
I agree.
Yeah,
Pausing and, stuff like that. But Freak 5 says, Freak 5's exiled. He says, I will plug Bernie's OnlyFans where she does sex stuff with food. This week she has some sweet fun with a chocolate bunny. How dare you, Freak
Wow.
5?
And
How
next week's will
dare you.
feature a three-way with an ugly chick.
Break, man. MXT says the only plugging will be for my OnlyFans. Oh boy, MXT. Nobody go to MXT's OnlyFans. All right, that's about it for this week. Make sure you go see Godzilla vs. Kong. It's awesome. It's a great movie, a great monster movie. Everything that you want and more. And that's about it. Anything else, guys?
Yeah, if you go in there expecting a plot and story, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. If you just want to see monsters fighting each other, which is what I wanted, and
Yep.
what I got.
Yep, it gave us what we want, which hardly ever happens in movies. So there you go. All right, anything else, guys?
Mm-mm.
All right, stay safe this weekend. We want to see you
Unless
back
you want me
here.
to say other stuff like interrupt you while you're talking.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Mhm.
You do it all the time. I mean, it's fine.
Alright, no, I'm hungry. I'll shut up.
All right, stay safe this weekend. We want to see you back here next week, late.
Nobody jumped in with me and
What do you mean?
nobody
Nobody jumped.
whistled with me. I was listening to whistle.
Whistle? Who whistles? Breakman.
Oh,
Who
I don't
whistles?
know.
All right, everybody in chat, thank you guys so much. We really, really appreciate it. You guys have a great weekend. You guys know where to find me on Twitter